What is up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Yeah No No Yeah. It has been a minute, that is to say the least, because our last episode was a little over a month ago, but life happens, crazy things happen, so we have a couple episodes that we've recorded and we're trying to get out to you guys, so thank you for being patient. But the episode that you're about to listen to is the one that me and Liam recorded before we met up in real life. Just wanted to clear that up in case there was any confusion, because if you follow us on Instagram, I'm sure you will have seen all the stuff we posted about when we met up and we partied and had a great time. So as I'm recording this disclaimer, we had already met up, but this episode that you're about to listen to is the one that we recorded just prior to that. But we already did record another episode when we did meet up, and that will be out in a couple weeks from this episode, I'm sure. But in this episode, as always, talk about tons of different topics, from movies to music, but also extensive talks about UFOs and aliens, so stay tuned for that. Just all sorts of stuff, but it has been a few episodes since we caught up on what we've been watching, so that is a very big chunk of the episode. So got a whole lot of stuff to talk about in this episode, and I hope you guys enjoy it. Keep in mind, we do have the timestamps in the description if you want to avoid any spoilers or jump to a certain topic. Also the poll on Spotify, so be sure to interact with that. And always, we have our Instagrams and our link trees in the description of the episode, where you can find our social medias, reach out to us, send us questions, all that good stuff. We would appreciate it. And lastly, if you could just take the 2 seconds to rate the podcast, we really would appreciate it. If you wanted to rate and share it, it would mean the world to us. So without further ado, let's get into the episode.
Welcome back, everyone.
Welcome back again. This is our last recording before we meet up, just so people know. So
I'm wondering how that's
that's
gonna
crazy. How what's gonna go?
The recording when we meet up. Like,
yeah, I mean,
having to look each other like right in the eye across each other. That'd be weird.
We'll just get some drinks going and just like, I don't know.
Drinks just solve everything, I guess.
I guess they do. I don't know. Have a candle lit in the background. Turn the lights off.
Whoa, now.
Yeah, I know. I'm making things more awkward than they already will be. Yeah. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. My mic should record from both ends, so hopefully that's, yeah.
I feel like your audio always sounds better than mine, though, and I don't know why.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't know why either.
But we have the same mic. Like, it shouldn't be sounding that way. You've got a different filter, though?
I think I have a different pop filter, yeah. And I have a mic cover on it, so I have like a bunch of different things on it, so I don't know. But you probably do too. I don't know.
I've just got this one cover, like this filter thing.
I have like 2, so maybe that's why. I don't know. I don't really drink Monster energy drinks, but I was at the gas station this morning and I had to get this one because it says Aussie lemonade. I don't know if you could see that. Aussie lemonade.
What the hell are they? What is this?
Yeah, I don't know.
Monster's doing us dirty.
Even got the freaking squid on there.
What? Are you implying something? Are you implying something?
I mean, it just ties weirdly into the last episode, what you're talking about. So I knew I had to get it for this recording.
It does, yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty good. It's not bad.
What is Aussie lemonade? Like, it's just lemonade.
But it's Aussie lemonade, apparently, Australian.
God, Americans say Aussie weird. Aussie.
Oh, Aussie.
Aussie.
Oh, blimey, this is a good lemonade.
No. Blimey is more fucking British. What are you talking about?
Oh, is it? Oh.
Yes. You'll never hear anyone say blimey over here.
I don't know. I'm still learning, okay? I'm still learning.
Usually the equivalent to blimey in Australia is like fuck me dead, I guess.
I've never heard that. What the hell?
Fuck me dead. Well, I've got pomegranate Red Bull.
Ooh.
It's quite nice.
Nice.
Yeah. All right. Well.
All right.
What is something good and bad that happened to you?
Like, yeah, I was trying to, yet again, I had to think about it this morning before this recording, but...
Why do you do that? Just write it down a few days before or something.
My life, though, is so boring that, like, nothing really bad and nothing really good happens to me. Everything kind of just stays, like, average.
You gotta, like, in the moment when something annoys you, you just gotta be like...
That's true.
Write it down.
All right, that's true. There was something this morning that really reminded me, like, because this has happened a few times in the past couple weeks, or in the past week, whatever, but like, this is the bad thing. The bad thing is that, and it's always, this tells you though how boring my life is, that it's always with either work or my apartment. It's only those two things, because they're the only two places I am, 90% of the time. But
pretty much the same, yeah.
Yeah. So in my apartment complex, then the neighbors right below me, then this morning at like 9 a.m., they were just having such a loud, like, yelling, just like argument, and they've been doing this to where, like, I was so close to calling the cops. I'm not gonna lie, it was that bad. Like, it was that.
Oh boy.
Yeah, that's why I was worried about this recording this afternoon. I was like, I hope either they're not yelling, or I hope the cops don't like show up while I'm trying to record. So I was really close to calling the cops on them. It's just like,
what was the conversation?
I don't even know. It was like, well, okay, there was another argument they had. It wasn't this morning, but the other day they were just yelling, like, it was, and it's mainly the lady yelling at the guy. The guy doesn't really yell back, but like, she's yelling at him and saying like, "You're a pussy," and all this stuff, and then he's like, "You're a pussy," and then it's just like, it's so fucking stupid. Yeah. And then so that's all I remember from the other day. But this morning, all I remember, because it's just like incoherent yelling, and like all I remember is her yelling like, "Go outside," or something, or "Go out," it's like this old lady, and it's like, "Go outside," and it's just fucking, it's just insufferable.
Is it like a dude that lives with his mom or something?
No, they're like this older couple, like, but yeah, so they're like an old couple.
Maybe he's too busy like on the grind on Apex, and she just wants him to go outside.
Apparently, yeah. I
would understand.
Let's go with that. That at least makes it more relatable. Yeah. So I don't know, if it happens again, I really will call the cops. I just hope this doesn't happen when like you guys are here, because it wasn't really that bad.
We can be louder.
We can be louder. Yeah, we'll just be louder. We'll play music or play a fucking movie. Like, just drown them out. But it wasn't really that bad when Kath was here.
Just play some like really loud movie, like play like Inception with like full volume or something.
We'll play Inception, or just climax.
You just hear like throughout the whole building.
Or climax and just crank the fucking music. There's another one.
Oh yes.
So yeah, we'll figure it out.
And we'll do like the entire dance as well, so that we're like thumping on the floor too.
True. Because they're right below me, so they would be hearing that shit. But yeah, other than that, my apartment is really not that bad. Like, I keep my place nice and clean, and it's a nice environment, but those neighbors in particular have been really fucking annoying me, honestly, and I just hope it stops. But anyway, That was my bad thing. So in my good thing, it's really not that exciting, but I remember one of the last couple episodes, then I was talking about how my bad thing was that my paycheck was really, really low, because the hours were getting cut and all that. And now it's the opposite, to where I worked a bunch at both the theater and my main job. Yeah, so like my last theater paycheck was really good, and this next paycheck at my main job should also be really good. So yay for money, I guess. That's all. That's
money is cool.
Money is, we work to live and live to work. So yeah. Well, I shouldn't say that, but it's the way it is. Rip. So money.
Well, at least that's a good thing.
That's yeah. I'll need it for when you're here and we're all like partying and spending money at the bars. I'm really gonna need it. So
yeah, I've been working like a motherfucker as well. Like
yeah, true. You have.
This week was like 40 hours within like 4 nights.
Oh, 4 nights? Oh my god.
Yeah, it was fucked. Like, that's why I'm so fucking tired.
Yeah.
I just couldn't get to sleep though for some reason. But yeah.
And you have a lot coming up too, right? Like your 5 days in a row.
Yeah, that's next week. But I mean, I usually work 8-hour shifts, so I had like an extra 2 hours per shift this week. So it's basically, it makes up another like full shift on its own. So it's basically like 5 shifts this week, 5 shifts next week.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, at least you'll have this episode to edit on your next stretch of shifts. So
yes, I will.
That will get you through it.
I don't mind how long this one is, honestly.
Yeah, me neither.
I don't give a shit. Because I'm just like, I need stuff to do at work.
Mm-hmm. True.
Should I do good or bad thing? Honestly,
do the bad first.
There has been one good thing. There's been
only one good thing.
Yeah. It has been shit these last like 3 weeks.
Damn.
Oh my god. I'm not having a good time.
That sucks.
I'm looking forward to the trip.
Oh, I know. I am
my
too.
God.
Hopefully that it bounces back for you and you have a good time here. But yeah.
Well, we missed a week recording from this break because
Yeah, I was kind of sick. I was
Yeah.
feeling pretty sick last week, so yeah.
yeah, but I think like my one for the last one would have just probably been the guy throwing the F-boss machine at me. That wasn't fun.
Oh my god.
And then like it got to, because of the fact that I called the cops about it, like I didn't know that the cops, like once like a problem has happened with our company or something, they forward it towards like my area manager. And then she will come back to me and be like, why did you have the door unlocked? Why did you let people in? Because I'm not supposed to do that. But I do anyway because I'm going to go into a rant now. Fucking
Work sucks. Yeah.
the area manager and everyone in like the higher ups of my company do not understand how this shit works at all. If you like serve people through the window the entire night, that makes them more agitated. It makes them way harder to deal with, and it makes my job way harder because like you have to hand things, like you have to, if they want stuff from in the store, you have to go and grab it individually, put it through the thing, give it to them. And it just makes everything so much more difficult and people more angry. So I just let them in because it's so much easier, but they will not let me do that at all.
Damn.
But I do it anyway.
Yeah.
So she's having to go at me because of the fact that I let someone in, and I'm like, maybe focus on the fact that I, got verbally abused, but okay.
Yeah.
And,
Seriously.
almost physically abused.
Pretty much. Yeah, you pretty much did.
These people just don't give a
Jeez.
shit about me. They'll let me go at any point if I fuck up. But yeah.
Wow.
But it's been nonstop bad. It's just been nonstop bad.
Hopefully, well, you got a good break coming up, so that's good at least. Hopefully things are better when you come back.
Yeah, the only good thing I could think of was the Confidence Man concert. That's it.
Hey, well, that's something.
Yeah.
I don't know. I never go to concerts, so that would have been cool.
It was a great one. It was like, I think the crowd at the last one that I went to was way better, but this one, like the show was better just because they had like more songs this time. And it was
You
just
looked
so
pretty
fucking
close to the stage, like from where you were recording.
Really?
Were you like
'Cause
pretty close? Or were you
I
just
was
zooming
like,
in?
I think I like zoomed in a few times,
Oh,
but I
okay.
was like, at the start of the show, I was like, maybe there were like 2 people in front of me or something like that.
Uh-huh.
So I was like pretty close, but then like the more it went on, I got like further and further back.
You got
Because
further
everyone
back.
was just
Okay.
like pushing me all around and shit.
I mean, I could see like the lead singer pretty clearly, so like I was like, damn, that's a pretty good spot.
My brilliant phone camera, I guess.
Your
I don't know.
phone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I was screaming and like going fucking mental, and there were so many people that were just like looking at me like, what the fuck? I don't care. I'm having a good time. Fuck you.
Yeah. That's the point of the concert.
Yeah. I found one guy that was like on my level, but he was also kind of annoying at the same time because he
Oh.
kept like, he was one of those people where like if a song came on and he was really excited, he'd like start like banging on me and be getting like really excited, and I'm like, dude, all right, yes, I'm excited too, but fucking ow. Like it hurts. Chill.
I mean, I'm surprised not everybody else was getting as into it, because that's the point of confidence,
I know.
man. It's to inspire confidence within the people. Right?
Nobody in the crowd had confidence. I was so mad at them. I was like, dude, come on, please.
This is a confidence man concert. Oh my. Well, that's still looked cool. It looked really cool, so that's awesome.
Yeah, them performing like Holiday was probably one of the best moments. That song is so good.
Was that from
And,
their second album?
Yeah.
Okay. Still need to re-listen to that.
Holiday, I'm getting-
Oh yeah, that one.
Oh, what did they perform from the first one? They didn't perform as much from the first one because this is like the Tilt tour. So
Oh, makes sense, yeah.
it was mostly that. But they performed Don't You Know I'm in a Band, Out the Window,
Ooh,
Boyfriend, and a couple of others, I think. Can't remember.
repeat. Yeah.
Yeah, that was a great
Yeah.
time.
Nice.
So
Yeah.
that's that.
Sweet. So,
Give us a
Yeah.
topic.
I was about to, well, that was what I was wondering. Did you want to do our topics and then what we've been watching, or get all of what we've been watching out of the way and then the topics and then the question?
I think it's probably better to like start with smaller topics
Okay.
and then just
Sure.
like, because the main thing is the watch list. I
Yeah,
mean,
that's true.
recent watches. How do I keep saying this wrong?
Yeah, okay. I have a kind of small topic because I don't even know if like maybe you'll care about it as much, but I just saw it and
Is it Discovery Plus merging with
no,
HBO again?
no, that's just no. I
You
don't
sounded
even
like
care about that.
you just did not give a fuck about that at all.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. I mean, well, you
I
don't
love how
have
right
HBO
after
over
you
there,
just
so.
said, "Do we care?"
Do we care? No. It was a big deal though, like online, so I was like, hmm. But
Yeah,
no. Okay, so I don't know if have you ever played the video game Bioshock?
I have not.
Okay. Well,
I've
all that
wanted to.
was it's really well, the first one is I love the first one so much. So like I saw that I always heard they were making a movie and I guess the one bad thing is
Yeah,
that Netflix is producing it, but the news was that they found a director and they got the same director that did I Am Legend, so that's kind of cool. I
I haven't
think
seen
that
I
could
Am
be really
Legend.
good. You haven't seen it? Oh
No,
my
you can
god.
add that to the list if you want.
It's man, it's in my top 100. So I mean, it's like I mean, I already it was like at the end of
I've
it,
wanted
but
to see it.
yeah, it's really good. I mean, I don't know, it's really good.
I don't think I remember what the end was. I think I might have had it spoiled, but I don't know. All I remember is that like one meme of Will Smith yelling like "No, no."
Oh yeah, that yeah, you have to like know within the context of that scene, it's actually really freaking creepy what happens, and that's why he's yelling. So like, there's
Uh,
some really creepy moments in that movie, and it's just so like it's such a great
I
apocalypse
hate how
movie.
some memes like ruin movies sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
Like so many ruined Joker for me.
Oh, like which one?
Oh, just you get what you fucking deserve, like
Oh yeah,
to
they
everything.
yeah.
Or well, actually, the a good one from Joker that I really like using is the "I do and I'm tired of pretending it's not." I
Oh
like
yeah,
that one.
that's a good one. That's like perfect meme format. Yeah.
So let me get this straight. You think that Spider-Man 3 is the best Spider-Man? I do, and I'm
Yes,
tired of pretending it's
yes.
not.
Exactly. Yeah. That's a good use of the meme. Other ones though,
Yeah.
yeah, they're kind of overdone. But anyway, that was the probably the smallest topic I had.
Is Bioshock
Hmm?
like the movie? I thought that was the
Hmm.
one where they were getting like The Rock and Kevin Hart and shit, or Jack Black
Oh God.
or something.
Fucking hope not. No, BioShock.
Is that,
Or it must have been something
or am I
else.
thinking of something else?
I think you're
No, I'm
thinking of
thinking of
something else.
Borderlands. Borderlands.
Oh, really? They're getting them for Borderlands? Huh. I mean,
Yeah,
that
apparently
might work.
Jack Black is playing Claptrap.
Oh.
I remember I remember
See,
that.
that actually I could kind of see because like I've only played one of the Borderland games. I don't remember which one, but they're
I
kind of
haven't
more
played them.
lighthearted, I'm guessing. I don't know. But no, BioShock is like a dark, like underwater, like survival horror game, and it's so like I always thought Guillermo del Toro would have been the perfect, like that is like the perfect director they could have gotten, but I knew it was too good to be true. But I hope they do a good job on this. You should at least play the first game if you ever do. But
Yeah, I do want to play it. I've always heard that the first is the better one.
it's so good, yeah. But anyway.
I have a topic. Actually, just before, I wanted to ask you like a little small thing because I
Hmm.
stalk your music board sometimes.
Oh boy.
We have like one album that
Oh,
we
I know exactly
hugely
which one
disagree
you're
about.
freaking talking about. I know which one.
Do you?
Yeah, I do.
Oh yeah,
Because I
okay,
saw
go
your
on.
rating of it too, but you go ahead. You say it.
Spelling.
Yep, her first album.
It sucks. How did you like it at all?
I
fucking
didn't.
hated
Well,
it.
so
Oh my
I
God.
think I dropped it to a. At first, I rated it a 3.5, and I think I dropped it to a 3 because the more I thought about it, I was like, I don't really remember specific tracks, and if I can't remember specific tracks, then it might not have been
I'm sure
as
we
good.
can both
But
agree that the turning wheel is great though.
oh yeah, well the
It's so
turning
good.
wheel and now I'm gonna have to let me quick pull it up.
Maisie
Yeah,
Fly?
yes, Maisie Fly. I actually might like even more than turning wheel. I don't know. Those are like even for
I
me.
really like that one too, yeah.
Yeah, those
It's
two,
great.
her last two albums were great, but yeah, Pantheon of Me, I did drop it to a 3. I don't know. I mean, it's just like atmospheric, just like kind of background noise, to be honest. I wasn't like super focused in, like wanting something. I didn't know what to expect, honestly. Like, I haven't heard
Mm.
anything from her, so I went in and I was like, I don't know, it's kind of cool, I guess. It's like dark and moody and whatever. I can see why you didn't like it.
I was shocked that I liked the last two because, you know, the first one just had me like, okay, I'm not gonna like spelling at all. Jesus Christ, this is
Oh.
terrible. But then
Yeah.
yeah, it got better. I don't know. The first one really, like, it felt like experimentation, but like no real reason for any of the things that were going on. I don't know. It's hard to explain, but it just, I don't know. It was so boring. And
Yeah.
I don't know. It felt like it was trying too hard to be different, I guess.
Oh, I can definitely see that. I don't know. I mean, I guess I can't really pin down why exactly I did like it, and other people seem to like it too. Like I was looking at other people's ratings, and they were giving it like higher ratings too. But yeah, I mean, it's nothing great. It's nothing great. I just thought it was average, like an average experimental.
I mean, again, it's
album.
It's all very subjective. So
Yeah, but I mean, I'll never go back to it, to be honest. Like I'll always listen to her last two albums before I ever go back to that. But
yeah,
I did see your rating. I was like, holy shit, half a star? What? Am I the crazy one? I don't know.
I think that's the only half star I've given on there.
No way. Wow. I think my half star was to that Bruno Mars album. Fuck that.
Me and Keelan were like, we haven't talked in quite a while, but we called each other the other day. And for some reason, we like started stalking your music board together. Yeah. Because we just wanted to like go and like see what albums that we knew or artists that we knew, like how you rate them.
Yeah.
So that was pretty fun.
When was that? I just because I logged some other stuff, I didn't know how recent that was.
When's your recent?
Because the last few albums I logged were all from like Mitski. I've been listening through Mitski's albums.
Yeah, I think we can probably both agree she's mid.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I just well, yeah, I mean, if you see my ratings, it's just like 3.5. I don't know, she's good. Yeah. She's good, but it's like people have been hyping her up so much.
Background music.
It really is, yeah.
I think that there are no albums, because I've heard her whole discography, and there are no albums that I think are great, but there are individual songs here and there. Like I like Liquid Smooth and Why Didn't You Stop Me? That's from her latest one. That's a good one. But yeah.
True. Yeah, I just to see if I had any other albums at half star, I don't. It's literally just Doo-Wops and Hooligans by Bruno Mars. That's the only one I was like, this is unlistenable.
I gave a 1 star to the new George Ezra album. That was fucking awful.
Oh. Haven't heard that.
Oh, my other half star is Olivia Rodrigo.
Oh, really? People have been like loving her.
She was in my worst. I fucking hate that album.
Or I saw that, but I guess I didn't know it was that bad. Which album was that?
Sour. It's her only album.
Oh, it's her only one. Damn.
Actually, I've given more half stars. Oh my god.
I only gave because Music Board, you can give a half star to like both albums and artists. So I have like some artists at half stars too. But never mind. I do have another album at half star. It's because I used to love the band Godsmack. I used to love their early albums, and their album When Legends Rise is so bad. I gave that a half star. So that's the only two albums I have at half star.
God damn.
Yeah. But I used to love them, though. Eminem's Revival, I have it 1 star.
I need to, like, give Eminem a proper listen, honestly.
Really? Oh, I mean, I thought you did already.
No, I just listened to the, like, compilation album when I was younger. Like, that's the only album that I've heard, and it's not official album or anything, so... Okay, I can't even find it on your music board, but did you listen to, like, the first 2 Crystal Castles album, or am I tripping?
Oh, no, what are they called?
Crystal Castles?
I don't think that was me.
Oh, I thought you did for some reason. That's weird.
Oh, no,
maybe I was looking at something
else. I did.
Okay, never mind
then. Yeah.
All right, well, we're crossing spelling off the list.
Yep.
So that's all the music talk.
I do have one other kind of smaller topic. I've got a bigger one, which... I don't know, to me it's a bigger one. It might not be as big of a one to you, but this other one. So I remember in one of the last couple episodes, I don't remember which one, we were talking about how, we were talking a lot about Marvel, so it was probably the last episode, but how DC needs a Kevin Feige figure. And lo and behold, like I must have like, manifested it into existence because they found one after that episode.
They did?
Yeah. Well, supposedly, this guy named Dan Lin, he's like a big producer, like of a lot of movies. But what I just find most funny is that he's most notably a producer of the Lego movie franchise. And that's who they're getting for the head of their universe. Which the Lego movie is a fun movie. So like I actually like the first Lego. The first Lego movie is actually surprisingly good. But
I always wanted to see it, yeah, because I heard it was great.
But I just thought that was really random, so it was funny. But like
That is a random pick, yeah.
it really is. But I don't know. I mean, at least they found somebody. So like, hopefully he does a good job. I guess.
Yeah, I mean,
better than Zack Snyder leading
good job
the
on
DC.
summoning someone like that.
I know. It was so weird how it just happened after I said they need somebody, and then they found somebody. So
Quinn made his eternity wish.
I did. I wish I wished for a better one. Freaking using it on DC.
On the Lego movie guy.
On the Lego movie guy. He did produce it as well, so like that's cool, I guess. But yeah. I don't know.
All right.
It's like I said, that was a small one. We'll see how it goes, I guess.
Well, I actually, funnily enough, have something related to DC. And then you can do your bigger topic, but let me just pull up something. You said that you read like comics and stuff quite a bit, right? Did you only read Marvel
a lot?
comics?
Yeah, I'm trying to get back into it. I actually read more DC comics than Marvel, but I did read like half and half kind of. But I used to really be into DC mainly.
Okay.
With some Marvel here and there, but yeah.
Well, do you know a character called Bueno Excellente?
No. Who the fuck is
boy.
that? This must be some obscure like comic character, I'm guessing.
This is a real DC character, and I'm gonna give you a rundown of him.
Bueno Excellente.
Don't look him up.
I'm not. I've never heard of him though, so like, yeah.
Okay, well, this is the DC database. In the powers and abilities section, his only ability is intimidation. And it says, Bueno Excellente's only real heroic ability is to scare people with the threat and act of sexual assault.
What the fuck?
This is a real DC character.
This is real? And is this a hero or a villain?
He's like a fucking villain or something.
Okay, I was about to say.
That's his literal only ability is to scare
with
people with
assault.
the threat of sexual assault. This is a real fucking character.
How did you discover this guy?
Look at him. You see that?
Okay, it's pretty
like
bright.
fat dude.
It's pretty bright. You might have to send it through like the general. I can't even. It's just white to me. It's just a white blob.
That's pretty much what he is.
Bueno Excellente.
But no, I came across all of this stuff. It's funnily enough, Charlie was talking about like a bunch of DC characters and stuff.
Yeah.
You see that?
Yeah, I see it. Oh my god. Oh, that's creepy.
Yeah. But he was talking about a bunch of DC characters and going into like discovering some more like obscure ones and stuff. And he found Bueno Excellente.
Jeez, yeah. I never was that deep. Like, I mainly read Batman comics, so like I knew a lot about Batman, but I never got that deep into all their other stuff.
Well, it gets a bit crazier as well, though.
It does?
And I think like it'll start to make sense at the end when I tell you a certain thing about it, but for now, I'm just going to introduce you to some stuff, because like he's part of a hero group called Section 8. And these characters include Bueno Excellente, Defenestrator, Dog Welder, Phlegm Gem, Friendly Fire, Jean de Baton, and Shakes. And let me tell you a little something about Dog Welder. The clue's in the name. He welds dogs to people's faces.
No fucking way. Oh my gosh.
These are real DC characters.
Wow. This makes me want to get back into reading the comics. I need to.
It's so fucking interesting.
Find them.
Like,
wow.
How did this shit happen?
That's hilarious. Man. I never heard of them. Never. That is crazy.
There's like so little notes about Dog Welder because it's just like, it just says he has a strong compulsion to weld dogs to people's faces. Dog Welder welds dogs to people. That's it.
It sounds like some fucked up Suicide Squad, but even more fucked up.
How about Jean de Baton?
Yeah.
He's literally just a guy with a baton. And he's French.
They need to bring these guys into Apex or something. Dog Welder.
Powers and abilities for Phlegm Gem. He spits mucus at his enemies, blinding them.
Oh, okay. I guess that makes sense.
But I must tell you, like how this would all make sense as to why it is actual DC.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't like a big run of comics, these ones. I think for obvious reasons.
Yeah. Yeah.
But it was actually, the creator was actually Garth Ennis, as in The Boys.
Who? Sorry?
The guy who made The Boys comics.
Oh, The Boys, yeah. Oh my gosh.
So now it makes a little bit more sense.
It really does, yeah, actually. Because there's like some really goofy characters in The Boys comics.
But like he is
sense.
a very like edgy writer and stuff, and I think that's why he would add something like a character whose only ability is sexual assault into DC.
That makes sense, yeah. Because I could totally see that now. Because he's used
but
to
I just thought that was
portraying
super
them
interesting.
as like, yeah, that's wow. I didn't know that. That's crazy.
So basically, I want this movie to happen. That'd be
This
great.
needs to happen. Like, if we can
Honestly,
get Dan
if James
Lin-
Gunn made it, he would nail the fuck out of it. He would.
Oh yeah, he would probably. I mean,
somehow
like I
he
said,
would
it
make
sounds
you
like
feel
Suicide
for
Squad.
Bueno Excellente.
Yes. Yeah. James Gunn or
God
I
damn.
don't know who else. I guess just James Gunn because sounds like a fucked up Suicide Squad. That's hilarious.
Anyway, that was my little thing.
Okay, well, I guess my last topic. So this is real. Like, I'm gonna read a bunch of headlines from like big news sources, so like that this is like a thing. You can even look it up. But like, and it's kind of scary because like nobody's talking about it really. But it's not monkeypox. It's not that. It's apparently UFOs are actually becoming like a threat. Did you know this? Governments and shit are like actually realizing that UFOs like are maybe becoming a threat. I don't know how, but okay, here's some headlines.
But how? They're not real.
Well, how do you know though? You don't know. We don't know.
I don't believe in UFOs. Like the UFO sightings that they post on like YouTube and shit are so bullshit.
Okay, well, I did actually have something here before I read these headlines. I'm gonna send this image to the group, the general chat.
Yeah.
Apparently, this is called the Calvine photo. It's the world's clearest UFO picture, and it resurfaced after being lost for 32 years because apparently the British Ministry of Defense kept it secret for over 3 decades. Like, this is real. So, I don't know. Well, I'm saying that's real. I don't know if the picture's real. Who knows? But, I mean, if they kept it secret, it makes me think it's real. But anyway, there it is that's apparently the clearest picture. You can look up other maybe like fuller pictures or angles online, but for those listening, you can't see it. Look up the Calvine photo. You're shaking your head.
I don't believe it.
You don't buy it?
I mean, like,
see, I don't know either, because it could be photoshopped. You never know. But like,
the thing is, like, we've like made up the idea of like what UFOs would look like in our head, and like it's sort of become like this all around thing. Like everyone knows what a UFO looks like. It's like that.
A flying
sort of
saucer
shape. That sort of shape. And then, like,
well,
I know that looks weird.
No, but I
mean,
what if? Oh, you go ahead.
But that's I don't know how you can bullshit so much of it because it's like it's just that's what humans came up with. They came up with that shape, and like,
well, how do we know?
I feel like if you saw if you saw like an actual UFO or something like that, one that was real, it probably wouldn't look like what humans think it looks like.
How do we know that? Maybe people had seen these objects first, and then that's how the idea of it came to be, or they tried to replicate it. Like, we didn't think of them as flying saucers at first, but then there was you never. I mean, I don't know.
I 100% believe in aliens. I do, but I don't believe that they've come to Earth. I just don't.
Yeah, I mean, who's to say? Who knows? But here's just some headlines for people to know. Okay, one of them is lawmakers concerned about UFOs posing national security threat. I read the one about the world's clearest UFO photo finally being made public. UFOs have non-human origins and threats are increasing exponentially, U.S. Congress warns. And then another one, Congress confirms UFOs are not man-made and could be a threat. And these are all from like the past like day or two. Like, these are really recent headlines. And then and by the way, if you watch Nope, I don't think you've seen Nope yet.
No.
They even acknowledge this in the movie, but it's a real thing apparently, how they basically changed the name of the UFO to UAP, which is unidentified.
Yeah, I heard about that.
Yeah, which is unidentified aerial phenomena. And
Yeah.
Let me see if there's...
I don't know why they changed it.
I don't know either, but I think they really briefly talk about that in Nope and kind of like talk about why. So
I heard about that change on the official podcast, I think.
oh yeah. So anyway, there's a ton of headlines if you just look up UFO or UAP, and it's just weird how like all of a sudden, I don't know. It's I believe in aliens, or I believe in like the idea of like other life being out there in the universe, because it's hard to believe that, you know, one planet out of an endless galaxy is the only planet that has life. It's just hard to believe. But I mean, who knows? Who knows if all of these pictures and videos are fake or if there's some that are real. It's just creepy either way, you know.
It is, but I don't know why like aliens would just be fucking with us for a bunch of years or whatever instead of just coming down and saying hi.
Well, they're probably just scoping out the place. They're like, you know, they're
but for how long?
I don't know.
It's been so long.
They're examining. Maybe they're just studying us. They're like examining how we study animals, how they act in their natural environment. Like
I mean, that's fair. I guess we study them.
Yeah, so exactly. We study them, so they study us. They want to because we
why
probably
can't they just be like a friendly meetup or something? So we can
because they have to figure
exchange.
out how exactly, but they have to figure out exactly how we operate before they can meet up with us. Because, I mean, they don't know if, like, you know, we're just going to attack them on sight or if we're going to be friendly to them. So they're probably studying how, like, we interact with each other, how we get our resources, how our governments work. Like, we probably work in such a different way than they do. I don't know how, like,
I would imagine so, yeah.
You know, they probably have some, like, world leader, like, one giant alien leader that leads them all. I don't know. I'm just coming up with this shit right off the spot. Yeah, like a Snoke, big alien guy. But I don't know. It's weird how all this stuff is happening out of the blue. Maybe it's all a big advertising stunt for Jordan Peele's new movie. No, just kidding. It's not. It's just really good timing for him, though. But
I don't know. I wish that we'd learn more about aliens or whatever, because I find all that stuff so fascinating. But I don't know. There's not much you can know right now, I guess.
Well, no, I think we literally have to go out into space to figure out anything. Oh my god, literally outside my window I had my curtains kind of closed, so I couldn't tell what was flying by, and I thought it was a UFO, but it was a bird. Okay. See, now all these pictures have me fucking paranoid now.
Yeah, it could have been a UFO.
Could have been, yeah. But I don't know, I think I'm gonna probably fall down a whole rabbit hole of watching UFO videos and like all this stuff, so yeah.
You thought that was a bird, but it was actually a government agent. Seize your investigations.
I wouldn't be surprised.
All right, well.
Anyway, yeah, UFOs. So they're becoming a threat apparently, or they're being considered a possible threat because of the rising, like whatever of them cases.
I'd feel really upset if we just shot at aliens if they came down.
Well, me too. Yeah, I think we should befriend them first, yeah. But
yeah,
I mean,
we could fuck them. We could fuck them. Come on.
Why is that where your mind goes?
Imagine being the first guy to fuck an alien. That'd be so cool.
I guess, yeah. I don't want to see what that baby turns out like. That'd be disturbing.
Oh, you don't have to. I didn't say you had to have a baby.
Oh, okay. Well,
that would be disturbing, I guess.
Yeah. Well, I think when you see a big flying object come down out of the sky, it's kind of intimidating. So, like, the government's probably going to be ready to fucking attack on sight if they have to. But let's hope
I would understand them being ready for it, but, you know, still let them come down and see what they have to say.
Yeah. They're probably gonna... Maybe they're showing up because, like, we're at such a vulnerable time and, like, you know, with, like, the viruses and all this stuff and, like, everyone... It's, you know, we're in such a vulnerable...
bring us the cure to the coronavirus.
No, I think they're probably gonna... That'd be nice, but I think they're gonna attack us, like, while we're at our most weak. So maybe that's why they're showing up.
That'd be such a dick move.
It would be. Yeah.
Well, maybe Elon Musk will get us to space in time, and we can learn more.
Maybe.
That'd be nice.
Yeah. But anyway, let us know, people. Do you think aliens are real? Because I think they probably are, but... We need better proof. I think everyone
could agree that aliens are real.
Most people, some people don't. Like,
well, they're dumb.
Well, I think like you said, there's no solid proof yet because like all we have are these blurry pictures and videos.
There's no proof, but there's also like I don't understand how you could not think that there's other life out there.
Yeah, that's true. So yeah,
That's just stupid.
It is.
On this flat Earth of ours.
Bringing out all the conspiracies right now.
Don't tell me you're a globe-tard, Quinn. Don't tell me that.
Yeah, I am. Man. Liam,
fucking flat Earthers is something else.
I could have swore those were a joke. Like, they were joking, but maybe they're not.
Did you not hear about that guy that built his own rocket?
No.
Oh boy. He got a bunch of funding from like his whole like flat Earth society and stuff, and he actually built a rocket.
Oh my god. There's a society for this shit? Oh, he shot himself up?
Yeah, he shot himself like up into the sky, and then I believe like something happened with the rocket because it was like malfunctioning or something, and it fucked up. He went right back to the ground and fucking died. Yeah.
Oh my god.
He was just some like old guy that like believed in flat Earth, and everyone was like really convinced that he was gonna make it out of there to tell everyone the truth.
I shouldn't be laughing, but that's...
Well, I mean, it's natural selection, honestly.
Yeah.
How could you be that dumb?
Yeah, exactly. I'm gonna build my own rocket. Like, oh my god.
With no experience in like...
No.
Fucking, what's it called?
What? I don't know.
Rocket science?
Rocket science. It's literally rocket science.
There's an actual word for it.
Yeah. There's a reason it's an expression. It's not rocket science. Because rocket science is fucking hard. Like, that's what... Yeah, like you said, natural selection.
Crazy.
Yeah, it is crazy. What's also crazy is how many movies we have to talk about.
Yeah.
Since I just try to find some stupid segue into that next thing. But no, okay. That's unless you have anything else to say about aliens and UFOs, because
I don't think I have anything else. No.
I guess for people that don't know, I mean, we mentioned it, but we haven't done what we've been watching for the past few episodes, so we probably have quite a bit to get to, or at least I have quite a bit to get to.
And we're gonna try and do like just ones like these where we go through all of them, like every couple of months, maybe something. I don't know.
Yeah, or every like I don't know if every few episodes or like at least once a month. I don't know.
Yeah,
who knows?
Yeah. Do you know how many you have?
I haven't counted them, but I probably could.
I've only got 17.
I have 33.
Holy fuck.
With roughly 33, but a few of them we actually talked about like on one of the next episodes as topics, so like we don't have to go through those.
I was gonna say do like go 1 and 1, but I mean, I don't know. You could do 2 or 3, and then I'll do 1, and then you can do 2 or 3.
Yeah, sure. All right, so
I wish I watched more. Fuck.
I mean, I did watch quite a bit of movies, but I'm getting back into shows as well, so yeah, I probably would have watched a lot more if I didn't get back into shows. But I think on the last episode that we talked about what we've been watching, the last thing I watched was Kenobi, so we already talked about that. Since then, I've watched Spirited Away, which we did a full episode on, so we don't really have to go into it. I mean, we both like it. Then I watched, this was when I was kind of watching through some Ghibli movies, so I watched Howl's Moving Castle, which was very good. I don't know if you've seen it.
Yeah, I've seen it.
Oh, okay. Love it. Yeah, it was really good. Probably my third favorite Ghibli movie so far. Christian Bale, can't go wrong. So, he's good, yeah. And then after that, I watched Porco Rosso, which was really good. Like, I did not expect to like it as much as I did. I don't know what about it I liked so much. I just liked how simple it was and how fun and lighthearted it was. That's all the Ghibli movies, though. So, yeah.
It's a good one.
It is.
I gave it a 7 out of 10. I didn't like it as much as you, but I mean, we talked about that.
Yeah, we did. Oh, yeah. We kind of did in that Spirited Away episode, I think. So, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, I'll do one more, and then you can go on to your next one.
Okay.
And then I rewatched this really... I feel like this is an obscure movie on Netflix. It's technically a Netflix original, but it's one of their few, like, great Netflix originals, and nobody talks about it, and it's got a great actor. But it's called Wheelman. It came out in 2017. It has Frank Grillo as the main guy, and basically, it's like, imagine if Drive and Locke had a baby. That's what this is. Because it's literally, he's a getaway driver for like, you know, bank robbers, and then shit starts going wrong. But the camera pretty much stays inside the car with him the entire time, and it's just like a really good contained like thriller, and it's really good. Like, it's, people need to check it out on Netflix. So yeah, Wheelman. Yeah.
I haven't even heard of it, I didn't think.
Yeah, see, they just bury it. I don't know why you never see it on there, but...
Couldn't tell you.
So if you want to hit one of yours, if you want.
Oh yeah. Yeah, the last one I left off on was Top Gun Maverick. So the one after that is just the rewatch of The House That Jack Built, which we already sort of talk about.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
Oh, I could still talk about the movie all day, but yeah,
it's a banger. Liked it much more on rewatch.
Good,
which I'm glad about.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Oh, okay, just that one. Okay, yeah, true. You only have like half of the amount of mine, so
yeah.
Which I guess that means I could do 2, and then you do 1, then I do 2, then we could just do that if you want.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, and then I watched Thor: Love and Thunder, which we talked about, so I guess we don't really have to. And I'm honestly tired of talking about it, so we don't have to get into it. But
yeah, after
that, I watched. This is a 2022 movie on, I think, like Apple TV, but it's called Cha Cha Real Smooth, which was decent. It was a totally solid movie. I did a video review on it, I guess, if people want like my full thoughts, but I didn't like it as much as everyone else, but it's still very good. The characters it's like a wholesome movie, like just a wholesome whatever. So
I would like to see it.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure you'll like it. It's pretty good. So yeah.
Nice.
Do you want me to go? Keep going. That was 2. Well, I guess unless we're not counting Thor, which we don't have to.
Oh yeah.
But okay, and then I watched. Oh, you going?
If you want,
just go.
I just got hit with like a beam of tired out of nowhere, and I don't know what happened.
Chug the Red Bull.
It's gone.
It's gone.
Can I run and grab another?
You need this Aussie lemonade. Okay, yeah, you can go grab something else. Okay. I'm gonna go bathroom anyway.
Sorry about that.
What'd you get?
Another Red Bull.
Oh, gee.
I got watermelon this time.
Oh, nice.
All right. I'm awake. Okay, so the next thing that I watched was Benedetta from 2022.
Oh, okay.
2021. It's that movie by Paul Verhoeven, the guy who made like RoboCop and shit.
Oh yeah, I saw that on Letterboxd, but I haven't seen it yet.
It's like, I'm gonna talk about it more in a quick movie review segment soon, but I mean, I'm not like a big fan of RoboCop personally. I think it's okay, but but the only other movie I had seen by him was Elle from 2016.
Oh,
and that's like quite good. It's probably the best out of the 3, but Benedetta is like weird.
Is it? What about
it's
it?
Like it feels almost like kind of misogynist, honestly.
Really? Oh, misogynist?
Yeah. Like it's a movie that's like primarily with like women and stuff, but it's just the way he writes them is
portraying them badly.
Yeah, it's not very good, I don't think. And it's like it feels like they're like constant vessels for like torture porn too.
Oh jeez. Well, damn. I probably will watch it just because I do love RoboCop and I liked Total Recall, so like I do like some of his movies, but yeah, that was a recent one too. I didn't know he was still making movies, so I'll have to check it out.
I think it's his first since Elle.
Oh,
I'm pretty sure. But I mean, yeah, it's just, I don't know, it's a really weird and messy movie, and it's kind of boring as well. Yeah,
that's too bad.
I mean, you know, a movie with like lesbian nuns should be cool, but
yeah, it's not. You sold me on 2 words, lesbian nuns. No, but yeah, I'm sure I'll check it out just out of morbid curiosity someday.
Yeah.
And okay, then I watched Elvis, which was...
You watched Elvis?
Yeah, because we got it.
You watched Elvis.
Oh yeah, this was back in July. This is like late,
might have just forgotten.
Mid-July. So yeah, we got it in our theaters, and of course, you know, since I don't have to pay to see it because I work there, then I just figured why not. But yeah, it was totally solid. Austin Butler carried the movie. It's a bit too long. It was my first Baz Luhrmann movie actually, and I could see why his style is hit or miss, because literally, like Keelan was saying on that when he was on, because he talked about it a bit. It's as if like they just did a bunch of coke and shot a movie, because it is so chaotic at times, and the editing is fucking crazy. Tom Hanks is totally miscast, so he was kind of goofy, but like, yeah. So Austin Butler really did carry it, and you learn about Elvis if you don't know him, so I guess that's cool. But yeah, I don't know, 3.5 out of 5. It was pretty good.
I do want to see it still, but
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
Baz Luhrmann's just a bit.
He's a bit. He's just. I could tell like he's. I don't know if I'll like his other movies. I don't know. It's honestly like Tom Hanks is entertaining in the movie, but it's like because obviously he's so for the wrong reasons probably. I don't even. I used to. If I remembered how he talked, I would do an impression, but I can't. But it's so goofy. Okay, and then I rewatched Old Boy, mainly because it'd been a while since me, Chandra, and her husband did a movie night, because we used to do movie nights quite a bit. So they hadn't seen Old Boy in like, I don't know, like 10 years. That's probably exaggerating, but like a long time. And so I was like, well, fuck, I mean, I'm always down to rewatch Old Boy, so I'll rewatch that. Of course, 5 out of 5. It's one of my favorite movies. It's amazing.
It's a banger.
It really is. It's one of the best movies ever.
I'd like to rewatch it soon. I haven't seen it in like probably 4-5 years. So.
Oh really? Damn. Well, who knows? Maybe.
But I do love it.
If we get through all the movies on our list, which I don't know if we will. I mean, we'll see. Then why not? Because I can always watch it, like I said. But anyway.
It is a great one. Yeah.
Yeah.
I watched Kimmy in 2022.
Oh. Before you go on, I actually started that movie, but I never continued it. Not because it was like super, like not because it was bad, but I just some movies I just fall off and don't continue it for some reason. So
how far did you get into it?
Like 10 minutes, maybe 10 or 15. I don't know why I stopped it and just never got back to it. I don't know why, but what do you think?
It's not long.
No, it's not long at all. Yeah.
I gave it a 7 out of 10. I think it's pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty good. It's one of the better recent like Soderbergh movies that I've seen. But,
yeah.
I watched No Sudden Move like late last year or something. And that was like pretty meh, honestly, and it was way too long.
Yeah.
But Kimmy is like a good little contained like drama thriller type thing, and I quite liked it. I think Zoe Kravitz like carries it, honestly, but
nice.
Yeah,
I probably will continue it.
There's this like section later in the film where it like sort of goes outside her apartment a little bit more, and like some of the shots there are just fucking insane. Like the camera work was so good. Like
it kind of gave me like modern like Rear Window. I don't know what it's about, but like is it kind of like along the lines of like Rear Window and like those, you know,
not
type
really.
Oh, it's not.
I would say modern Rear Window is Disturbia, if you've seen that.
True, I've heard of that. I haven't seen it though. And another modern Rear Window was Woman in the Window, which was terrible. So
I haven't seen that. I didn't want to.
It's fucking bad. Yeah, for the people that nonstop praise Amy Adams and says she's never given a bad performance or done anything bad, I'm just always gonna pull that out. It's like the SpongeBob meme where he's holding the golden little case. It's gonna be a Woman in the Window. Yeah.
I'm saying it right now. She is an overrated actress.
I think she is too. She's so overrated. She's not bad. That's not me saying she's bad, but she is not like one of the greatest actresses of all time, like people say she is.
I think she's extremely bland.
Yeah, like, she is.
Honestly.
She is really bland. Like she always has the same expression. You never see her like really freak out or break down or do anything, whatever. Like she's still good, but she's not, I don't know. Anyway,
watch Kimmy. Kimmy's a good one.
Yeah. Okay, and then these next couple movies I watched both in theaters. One was Nope, which I was kind of hoping that you would watch by now, because then this would really tie into the UFO topic. But I mean, we don't have to.
I've been trying to save as much as I can, which means I haven't been going to the theater.
That's fair.
I might watch it when I go over there. Who knows?
True, because it will be in theaters here, so like maybe we could all
Same
go
with
and
Bullet
see it.
Train.
No, Bullet Train's fucking out of here. Like it's out of the theater.
What?
Yeah. Right now we have in our theater because we only have two, sides for theaters. We're a small independent theater, but like we have the Beast movie with Idris Elba and Bodies, Bodies, Bodies. We've had those for 2 weeks.
Jesus.
Yeah.
And nothing else?
And nothing else for like, that we only have 2 movies that show it at a time because.
Are there other theaters like in South Dakota?
Well, in South Dakota, there are somewhere, yeah. I mean, but like Sioux Falls, South Dakota, where you're going to be flying into, like they have.
Yeah.
That's actually where I saw, wait, no, that's not where I saw Nope. Because I saw it at a different theater. But yeah, it does suck having our theater be so small, because then I have to drive like 30 or 40 minutes out of town just to see something else.
I mean,
no.
I don't mind that as much because I have to drive. I'm like up in the hills and shit, so I have to drive like 30 or 40 minutes to get to a theater anyway. So I don't mind doing that.
True. But yeah, when you're here, then I think Nope will probably be in theaters when you're here. So I'm sure we can find time to see it, because I do want to rewatch it. It was a great movie. I gave it a 4 out of 5. Right now it's still below Get Out and Us for me, but it's still a great movie, and I do want to rewatch it. But I won't say anything else about it because you haven't seen it. But
I look forward to it.
Yeah. And then after that, this movie, which we did get in our theaters for a week, we got The Black Phone. So I watched that, which was pretty good. Gave it a 3.5 out of 5. I love Sinister. Like, I think that's a honestly underrated horror movie by the same director, Scott Derrickson. Also has Ethan Hawke. So I was looking forward to this, but not quite as good as that. But this is a nice little... I could see what Keelan was talking about when he said it's like Stranger Things vibes and like, you know, that type of stuff. But it wasn't as heavy on that as I thought it was going to be. And yeah, just a short and sweet, like contained survival thriller mystery thing. It's pretty good.
Okay, sounds good.
Yeah,
I do want to see it at some point. My next one was just a rewatch of The Northman. I actually bought it on Apple TV because I was like, fuck it, I'll just buy it so I can rewatch it whenever I want.
Sweet. I bought it on Blu-ray too.
It's still a 10. Still a fucking 10 out of 10. So good.
Hell yeah.
So fucking good.
It is.
It's just fucking fantastic. I love it.
It really is. Like, it'll probably be my only 10 out of 10 for the entire year, I'm guessing. Unless The Whale comes out and that blows us away. But assuming The Whale isn't this year, which it might be, then we'll see. But yeah, fucking Northman.
Someone should do like a supercut of the amount of times we've said The Whale.
The Whale, yeah. Jeez. I can't wait till that episode. If we watch that movie and we do an episode on it, we could finally... We'll call it like it's finally here. Like The Whale is finally here. Fuck.
Just call it most anticipated movie of the
year. Stop asking us. Yeah. Anyway, this next movie I think you have watched. I don't remember if you liked it more or less than me. Maybe about the same. But there was a few movies that I just blind bought like the Criterion copies of, and I bought. God, I'm out of my monster. I need something. I bought the Criterion copy of Personal Shopper.
Oh, yeah.
Which was good. Not at all was what I was expecting. I guess I didn't know what to expect. Yeah, I don't know.
It's a very strange movie.
It is really strange. It's like, it kind of gave me, at times, Night House vibes. I don't know why. You could probably maybe see where I would get that from.
Yeah.
Just like how there's this, you know, I don't want to say anything, I guess, spoil it, but yeah, I don't know. Kristen Stewart, really good in that movie, so yeah, it was pretty good.
I did really like that movie. Yeah, it's pretty great. I think she like carries a lot of it, but also it's just really like, I don't know, the story was just so fascinating for some reason. Like when you're in the moment, I guess. Yeah, it doesn't like hold as much weight like after watching, but while you're in it, it's like, wow, what is going on? Yeah, I agree. And then after that, I continued with another Ghibli film. I watched Kiki's Delivery Service, which has been probably my least favorite so far of the Ghibli movies, but still pretty good. Yeah, I figured we would probably agree on that. It's just like I don't know. The story wasn't as strong. The characters weren't as strong. It is just the hangout sort of chill movie. Like nothing really happens. Exactly, nothing really happens, and like some of the characters were just straight up annoying. Like the little boy, and then also the cat had the most annoying voice actor ever. I don't know if you remember the cat's voice actor. I might have watched it in Japanese, so it might have been see, yeah. I'm talking, I guess I saw the American dub, so really, like, annoying voice acting. But anyway, I don't know. Still, like, 3.5 out of 5. It's still pretty good, but not near the others. I can't remember what I gave it. I think I might have given it, like, a 6 out of 10 or something, but I'm not sure. Yeah, it's definitely my least favorite in all of their movies, but...
Yeah, it's nothing like amazing by any means.
I really got to watch more of them, honestly, because like when they hit, they really hit.
They really do. Yeah.
I want to watch like Grave of the Fireflies or something.
Me too. I heard
keep hearing that's like
fucking heavy. Yeah.
My next one was just watching Thor: Love and Thunder.
This movie's gonna haunt us forever. The more we talk about it, the more it drops for me. Like, it literally went from a 4 to a 3.5, and I think I might have dropped it to a 3 recently because I'm like, it was okay. It was an okay movie, and that's what a 3 is to me. It's okay.
I don't know what score I'm feeling right now. It's gonna be in my QMR. I haven't like properly written out what I'm gonna say about it yet, but I don't. Yeah. The more I think about it, I just get annoyed every time I think about it.
Yeah, it really does get worse the more you think about it. Yeah.
For some reason, every time I think about it, all I think about is Korg.
Really?
And I hate that that's what I think about.
I don't think about him that much.
Maybe it's because it's Taika Waititi.
True.
I guess.
Yeah, that's true.
It's just that's the first like visual image I get whenever I think of that movie now.
For some reason, whenever I think of it, I immediately think of Russell Crowe and his weird man skirt thing. Like, that's the first thing I think of. And I'm like, that nod. It's, no, I don't know. Not good.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Move on.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Okay, and then I watched, this is another Criterion copy that I bought before watching, but I knew I would like it, so that's why I bought it. The Last Temptation of Christ by Martin Scorsese. I mean, it's Martin Scorsese, it's Willem Dafoe. It's gonna be great. So it was really good. Oh wait, have you seen it?
No.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I guess I see it's on your watch list. Yeah, it's really, really good. I think I gave it like a 4.5 out of 5. I don't know, but
I feel like I gotta watch more Scorsese. Honestly,
he's got so many movies. Like,
yeah,
I can't wait till I finish all of his, just so I can say I did. But like, I think one of the only few big ones I have left is The Aviator and like Age of Innocence.
Oh, you haven't seen The Aviator?
Not yet. That's another movie I started a while back, and I think it's so fucking, it's like, how long is it? Like almost 3 hours?
It's
like,
very long.
It's like, yeah, so I was like...
I've seen it, I think I've seen it twice though.
Oh.
But it's good.
Mm-hmm.
I definitely don't think it's like his best or anything, but it is like a good like biopic movie. And Leonardo DiCaprio is fantastic in it, and Cate Blanchett.
It will be the next one I watch from him for sure, because I have that. I have Age of Innocence. Eventually his new movie, Killers of the Flower Moon, New York, The Last Waltz, and then Kundun. Kundun, is that what it's called? I don't know.
I have no idea what that is.
So those are the only. Yeah, it's like getting into his lesser known ones, I think, but that's pretty much all I have left from him.
He's a good director.
He is. And then after that, I watched. Oh, I mentioned how I watched Forrest Gump in theaters, so that was cool. Yep. So yeah, great movie.
Banger.
It was.
I watched I Want You Back, that like Amazon Prime romance comedy movie. I gave it a 8 out of 10. I loved it. It was very good. It's just one of those movies where like in the moment when you're like really feeling down in the dumps about romance type stuff, that movie like lifts you up a little bit and you're like, oh, there's still hope. It's nice.
Oh, that's nice.
But I mean, yeah, Charlie Day and Jenny Slate are so good in it. They're just adorable and super fun. I found it really, really nice. And I really like the fact that, you know how in a bunch of like romance comedies or whatever romance movies, they always like make the exes out as if they're like the worst people ever?
Yeah.
Well, in this one, like they actually like sympathize with them quite a bit, which I really appreciated. You definitely see like their perspective on things rather than just the perspective of the main characters. So nice. I really like that.
Sounds good.
But yeah, it's a really good movie. I'd recommend it a lot. It's really nice.
I haven't heard of it.
You haven't heard of it?
I don't think I've heard of it. Until like you saw it.
You must have.
Maybe I did, but I definitely haven't seen it.
It was just on the like front page of like Prime for quite a bit.
Oh, then I probably have seen it. Nice. And these next 2 movies I watched pretty much back to back. These are 2 movies we had in the theater. I watched one day and then the next day. But I watched Bullet Train, which I hope you like more than I did. Like, people seem to be enjoying this one.
I've seen mixed reviews.
Yeah. In my opinion, it was just too long, too messy. The plot was convoluted, confusing. The characters were kind of basic and a bit annoying, like Joey King's character. A lot of the dialogue comes off like it's trying to be like a Guy Ritchie movie, like really quick and witty, and there's like British characters, and it's like with the crime element, it just totally feels like a Guy Ritchie movie.
Doesn't Joey King just always suck?
Yeah, she really does. Like, I haven't seen her in anything good, and I haven't even seen the Kissing Booth movies.
I want to watch the Kissing Booth movies just because they look like enjoyable trash.
Yeah.
Like the After movies that me and Keelan watch.
True.
Like, it seems like it's on that same level.
If we get, like, drunk one night when you arrive here, then we can watch maybe the Kissing Booth movie or just throw it on.
Sure. I gotta introduce you to After instead of that. After is actually funny.
But I want Kissing Booth could be funny too, we don't know, but like I want something so that we know is going to be bad but neither of us have seen, so we're experiencing it for the first time.
Yeah
You know, that would be fun.
That's why we should watch fucking Moonfall, please.
Oh my god.
I want to see Moonfall so bad.
Even though I think some of the other people that we'll be with have seen Moonfall, but I know you and I haven't, so yeah, we could try.
I mean, yeah, we don't have to include everyone else if they don't want to. I need to see it. It looks like it's just perfect, so bad it's good.
I know, it does. But honestly, there's so many movies kind of like that to where I'm sure we'll have endless choices. Yeah. But okay, yeah. I just don't like Roland Emmerich is a whole nother topic, but like... Yeah, and this is coming from somebody that actually did like 2012, but only because of nostalgia. I remember watching it when the year it came out in theaters. I
hate 2012, but I like The Day After Tomorrow.
Yeah, that one's decent.
I think that and the original Godzilla is like the only ones I've seen from him. I haven't seen Independence Day yet.
That's probably his best. I mean, not the new one. I think he did the new one, but only like I'm talking about the old one.
I don't think he did the new one.
Oh, he didn't?
I think someone else did.
Oh, no. I could have swore he did the new one. I don't know.
But I heard that was a disaster. So.
Oh god, yeah. I heard it was bad. Anyway, Bullet Train, it was I could see why people find it fun, but the cast was really good. It was just too long and too messy for me, and I didn't really find it funny, and I didn't find the action that good either. So yeah, I gave it a 2 out of 5, but I hope you like it more than I did. Everyone else seems to be. And then the next day I watched Minions Rise of Gru. Which unironically I have sitting at a slightly higher score than Bullet Train. So this I gave a 2.5 out of 5 because it's...
Come on, man.
I know.
Take a good look at yourself.
I'm embarrassed to even I was embarrassed sitting in there because it was a packed theater with a bunch of families and their kids, and
was it just you?
It was just me by myself going to see it, yeah. So so I sat there
and fellow kids.
Yeah. Imagine a packed theater with every row pretty much filled with families and kids and all this stuff, and then I find a row that has nobody in it and I sit on the aisle seat and it's just me in that entire row.
That is the saddest thing ever.
Yeah. And
you should have showed up in a suit. You should have showed up in a suit.
I think I was in my work uniform because I had a shift to go to at the theater right after I got out of it. So I went right from watching it to working there. So I was so uncomfortable, but the movie was okay. I mean, it's a kid's movie. I like the first Despicable Me.
I do too. I think it's fun.
But no, this one, not that good. It was, I gave it a 2.5 out of 5.
I'm never gonna watch any of the others. I just think the first one is okay, and that's it.
Yeah, don't watch it. If the first one is the best, it really is. But yeah, I don't really have many other thoughts. My brain felt fried after watching it. It felt so long too. This movie's an hour freaking 20 minutes, and it felt long.
This next one, I am planning on doing a full review of because it pissed me off that much.
Oh no.
It's a 2021 movie called The Sadness.
Okay.
The source that it's based on is a comic series, and the comics are by the same guy who did The Boys, actually. And I've looked into some of the comics and stuff, read a bunch of panels and all that, and it is the edgiest shit ever. It is terrible.
Oh gosh. Even more edgy than The Boys? The Boys is
way more edgy. No, it's way, way more edgy. And because of the fact that I've seen almost the first 2 seasons of the Boys, and I really like that show, and they adapt something that was super edgy and over the top into something that's actually really good, even though it has edgy qualities to it.
Exactly.
They tone it down enough. I think
they do.
The Sadness does not tone it down at all. Well, I mean, it does, but like the dialogue is such fucking trash. It's awful, and it's just so over the top and shitty, and I fucking hated it.
Okay. I looked it up on Letterboxd. I remember reading your review. The quote.
What did I say about it?
I want you to. Okay, you said I took my headphones off and eye rolled as soon as it was over. Same writer as Comics for the Boys, and I heard that the comics for that are worse than the show, overly edgy. So this is how it feels when you don't have a good director and unreservedly moronic writing. Way too slow, way too perverted, way too edgy. Fuck off.
Yep, I stand by that.
But the I like the quote at the beginning of your review. Her eyeball fluid is on my dick.
Yep.
I didn't want to know the context of that scene. Like,
I'll tell you the context. A guy fucks a woman in the eyeball.
Oh my gosh.
It's fucking disgusting, and it's just, it's so edgy and over the top.
Is this like, what is this rated? Do you know? I guess you have different ratings. It seems to be getting like good reviews though, like good ratings.
Yeah.
I mean, it's on my watch list. Good. I think just because of your review made me want to check it out.
Don't do it. It's not worth it.
Really?
I don't know. I mean, I thought it was like gonna be some kind of like zombie movie because it sort of sets itself up that way.
Yeah, but it's not.
It is like a zombie movie, but not with zombies. It's like they all get this kind of disease that basically makes them.
Sounds like 28 Days Later, because they're not technically zombies in that. There's a rage virus.
No. But this is a virus that like makes you, I guess, overly honest, or like it makes you go towards your like darker side of thoughts and like act on them. Basically,
like your most primal desires. It makes you act out.
Yeah, like that guy fucks a woman in the eyeball.
I imagine a lot of it is sex, like like sexual desires. Yeah. I mean, because that's like the most basic human want, basically. Is that so? Damn.
It's just that, and the dialogue is fucking awful. It's so bad, and it's way too long too. It felt so fucking long.
Oh
yeah.
Well, I mean,
would not recommend, but I'm gonna do a full review on it, and I'm not gonna pull any punches.
I wonder if the comic is any better though. It could be.
No, I've seen the comic panels, and they're like awful.
Really?
There's like this one of like there's kids.
Oh.
There's like kids and stuff like in a room, and there's like a big orgy going on, and like a guy's just fucking people left and right, and it's fucking disgusting.
This does sound like so freaking edgy, like trying too hard to be edgy. Just sounds like shock value. But even though you say don't recommend, any movie that like is so weird or bizarre or fucked up, I have to watch. Like, I have to.
I mean, do it at your own peril.
Oh, I will. Because I'm just, the more, like, I'm trying to challenge myself to, like, I'm always trying to seek out the most fucked up movies to see if it really gets to me. Because, like, I still have to see Solo, 120 Days of Sodom, or whatever the fuck it is.
I do want to see that.
I do, yeah, just because it's the most infamous, like, messed up movie ever, pretty much. That's the ultimate, but I can't find it anywhere. Like, you just cannot find that movie anywhere, and I don't want to stream it legally, because it's basically porn anyway.
Torrented.
No. I'm gonna... no.
I've got it torrented. I just haven't watched it yet.
Oh, I don't know. So, I mean, I'm always trying to find movies that will disturb me, so maybe I will watch it.
Yeah.
Anyway, on Hulu, I watched the new Prey movie, which is the new Predator movie. Didn't expect anything special, mainly because I think the first Predator movie is the only good one. I've seen all of the others and didn't like any of them. But this was a surprise. This was actually a pretty good movie. It's simple. The characters are built up well enough. It's an interesting premise, like interesting situation. Yeah, I mean, it was a really solid movie. It's like the second best Predator movie, in my opinion.
I haven't seen any Predator movies.
Oh, damn. I guess, and I don't know, I mean, it's the same director as 10 Cloverfield Lane, so, I mean, I don't know if you've seen that, or if you would like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then the next movie I watched, even though I don't like this director, I'm really trying to finish his movies, and I only have one movie left to see. This one I watched was The Grand Budapest Hotel. I finally watched it. It was okay. It was totally fine. I didn't dislike it, but it still has a lot of the Wes Anderson qualities that I don't like, and that it's just never going to change for me.
It is my favorite one.
It is?
Yeah.
It's not bad.
One of my favorite movies.
It's not bad by any means.
I love that movie.
Yeah, I mean, I could see where everyone likes it. Yeah, I mean, it's
I
just
think
kind of...
it might also be because it was like my first Wes Anderson experience.
Oh.
And watching it in a theater was just fucking beautiful. But
Yeah, the theater would definitely help that, I bet.
I definitely like understand people not liking Wes's style that much because he is very like overly perfectionist with some things. And
Yeah, I think that's what kind of, which is weird for me because I'm a super OCD perfectionist person as well. But like, I don't know, just the way he does it, his style, the characters, the stories, the colors, all of it combined, it's just, I don't know, something off about it to me. I just don't like it. I can't explain it.
I do prefer like films with like flawed camera work and stuff more, honestly, because it feels more like real life.
Exactly, yeah. Like it
do
feel
get
with his
that.
movies, it feels like you're watching like a stage play or something, and I don't really like that, because it's so perfectly centered and the characters are, the dolly and all that. I mean, it's like really technical, but it's the technical things about his movies that I don't really like. So
Okay. I rewatched Men.
yeah,
Yeah.
hell yeah, and it helped, didn't it?
It did. Yeah, it did.
Good.
Definitely did. That's another one I'm going to do a full review of eventually. Yeah, I have a lot of thoughts about it, and it's not like perfect for me or anything right now, but I mean, I did definitely appreciate it more on rewatch, so that's good.
That's good.
And it's still like such a fucking good looking movie.
It
Holy
really
shit.
is. It really is. I got the Blu-ray of it recently. I ordered that, so eventually I'll see it for a
Nice.
third time.
I haven't gotten a Blu-ray in so fucking long, but I mean, it's probably because of all these like trips and stuff that I've been taking.
You'll have to look through, like, I have a whole collection in my living room, like two big, well, they're not big, but like two shelves just full of Blu-rays.
Mine are all in like boxes because I don't have like a shelf in here that I can set them up on or anything.
But yeah, those are like one of the few things I even try to collect still is Blu-rays and movie tickets. That's pretty much it.
You keep movie tickets?
Oh yeah, I've been keeping all my movie tickets since 2009.
I've started getting like my tickets online now anyway, so that I usually don't get them. Just because I like booking in advance and just making sure.
True, but even when I do that, then like usually they print off the ticket for me when I get there.
They don't do that for me. They just like, it's all on my phone. They just scan a barcode and I go through.
Oh, that sucks. But I guess since we mention it, one of the first, I have my ticket book here too, and there is one ticket that maybe if I remember I'll show you when you're here, but it's one of the first ones I ever got, and I am so happy I still have my ticket to X-Men Origins.
Fuck's sake.
I have the fucking movie ticket from 2009.
I'm gonna burn it.
It's like my most prized possession. If you tear it up or something, I will literally, I'll never forgive you. I'm sorry. Like, I won't let you touch it, but I'll, yeah.
I don't know what the like earliest movie ticket I have is. There are some like early movie tickets that I have like in storage in the other house.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I can't remember what my earliest one was. I think I have the one for Nightcrawler still.
God, I wish I could have seen that in theaters. Damn.
I saw that like the opening night. Like, and we went to like Lux, which is like the it's like this theater experience thing where like they bring food out to you and stuff, like actual cooked food and all that.
Oh wow,
drinks.
Sounds fancy.
So that's how I saw that. It was fancy.
They bring food out to you.
I think I got given that kind of ticket for my birthday or something, and then I was like, all right, I'll go, but I don't have anyone to take, and then I took my mom, so we went and watched it.
Oh, dude, seeing Nightcrawler in theaters for your birthday and having food brought out to you, that sounds like the best fucking birthday ever.
It was a good one,
Yeah. All right, well, the next one I watched, this is one that I've been putting off for a while, and I saw that it was still on Netflix, so I watched it, but Wind River, which was really good. I kept hearing nothing but good things. Yeah, Wind River.
For some reason, I was thinking The Wind Rises, and I was like, another Ghibli movie.
No. I'm all Ghibli'd out, to be honest. Like, I need, like, kind of a break. Like...
Episode name, All Ghibli'd Out.
All Ghibli'd Out. Yeah, maybe.
It's such a goofy line.
I am all Ghibli'd out, though.
Anyway,
Wind River. It was great. I think I gave it
I loved Wind River.
Yeah, I think we both have it the same score, 4.5 out of 5. Just the characters, the story, the atmosphere. It was really all built really well. I don't even know what else this director's done. Oh, he did that one movie with Angelina Jolie, Those Who Wish Me Dead. Did not see it, but I heard it wasn't that good.
Oh, that's not a good movie.
Yeah, oh, you saw it?
I did, yeah. I did not like it.
A lot of people didn't like it, even though it has like average scores, but I don't know if I'm ever going to watch that.
I don't know, it's just so boring. Ugh.
Yeah. I don't know, at least he gave us this. I'm glad I cared about the characters in this movie. And I think in my review, I even said, like, you know, because I've only seen Elizabeth Olsen. I've only seen her, honestly, mainly in Marvel. But, like, it's it's refreshing to see, like, two Marvel actors do, like, kind of a smaller, more serious movie like this and really get to act. Because they don't really get to act in Marvel. So, like, that was refreshing.
And even the Punisher.
Even the Punisher. True, he's in it, too. Oh, my God.
Yeah.
I forgot that. Dude, everybody's in Marvel when you think about it. You can tie, like, anybody to Marvel.
John Bernthal's scene was one of the best parts of the movies.
That scene was so, like, it was really good the way they did it, but it was so frustrating to watch. So, like, he should have been able to kick the shit out of all of them, though. Like, it's John Bernthal, and he's, like, jacked, and he's the Punisher, and, like, I don't want to spoil it. Okay, never mind. Yeah, anyway, well, we haven't done, you know what, we have to, though, because we haven't done spoilers for Wind River. We haven't done one yet.
Oh, we have to spoil something?
We have to, if we go one episode without me being able to use that effect, it'll be just sad. Like, we have to. So, yeah, right. The rape scene was pretty, it was pretty fucked up. I mean, it always is in any movie, like any rape scene, but yeah, that was really a frustrating scene. Like, I was like, I think that's also why I rated this so high, is because anytime when a movie does this, it's so satisfying, but when you take a character and the movie makes you hate him so much, like the rapist in this movie, you fucking hate him by the end of the movie, and then he just gets such a satisfying, like, death or, like, you know, conclusion to his character. Like, fuck yeah, take care of him. The way he froze to death out there. Yeah, so that was really good.
It's a great movie. And
it is a really great movie.
Nick Cave did the music.
Oh, he did.
It's a great soundtrack too.
Yeah, it was really, really good. After that, I watched... This was a horror movie, which I also had been putting off. It was also on Netflix, but I kept hearing, like, people call it the scariest movie ever, and I'm just like, really? This movie that I hadn't heard about, like, for a while, but it's called Veronica. It came out in 2017, and I
thought you said Veronica.
Oh no, not dude,
nearly got triggered there.
People no, other people mistook it too, like, other people were thinking I was talking about Veronica when I said it, but no, Veronica, like the name Veronica. It's 2017 Spanish horror movie. There are really creepy scenes in the movie, like pretty disturbing scenes, but it's not like the scariest movie ever. It was still solid. I gave it 3.5 out of 5. Loosely based on a true story. I guess it's like a possession type story, so it's nothing super new, but it was pretty good. Same director that did the Wreck movies. I didn't know that. Which I haven't seen those yet.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Have you seen those?
I've seen the first one, and that that is a scary movie.
Yeah, I haven't seen those yet, but same director, so it was pretty good. Pretty good horror movie.
I highly recommend the first Wreck movie. It's fucking great.
Oh, it's been on my list. I need to watch it.
Well, I'd like to watch Veronica, I guess, but I mean,
yeah, you might as well. I
wouldn't expect that much, I guess.
I mean, I would give it a shot. It's pretty good.
Next thing I watched was, I'm gonna butcher the name, but Quo Vadis Ida.
Yeah, I don't know what that is.
It's a movie about, like, a translator at this town in Bosnia, and there's, like, this big Serbian army type thing going on, and, like, a bunch of people were all, like, stuck in one, like, spot for ages. It's based on a true story. Sort of hard to explain what exactly goes on, but I mean, it's a good movie. Mm-hmm. It's good. I give it a 6 out of 10. I think it could have been better because, like, some of it really did feel like Oscar baity type shit, honestly. It's good. It's just, like, reading up on, like, the history of what actually happened in it, like, it feels like they could have made it, like, a way better movie. I think. Especially because, like, so much, like, fucked up shit actually did happen, but they shy away from a lot of it in the movie, I think.
Oh, okay.
But, yeah. It was alright.
Yeah, I have not heard of that one. Okay, this next one. Dude, this movie I wish, like, because we were talking about, like, bad movies that would be so fun to watch, like, with people. Because my friend Nick visited again, so, like, I actually watched Veronica with him, and then we watched this. This one would have been so fun, like, if you got to watch it, like, over here, if we got to watch it, because, I mean, I don't know if I'd be able to watch it again. It was so bad that it was kind of good. But this new movie on Peacock called They, Them.
Oh, I want to watch that.
Yeah. And it's with Kevin Bacon, and he's, like, the only famous actor in it, and it's, like, a Blumhouse movie, horror mystery, And it's the weirdest fucking, like...
As soon as I saw the name, I knew I'd love it.
Like, the description, just for people that don't know, it's campers at an LGBTQ plus conversion camp endure unsettling psychological techniques while the campsite is stalked by a mysterious killer. And literally, the movie felt like, and this is what I said in my review, but it's like Get Out, but for gay people. Like, Get Out was for, African American people, and this was for gay people. So, like, it was so fucking weird. There's a scene, this isn't really spoiling it, there's a scene to where they're having this really, like, all the campers are talking about, like, their feelings and, like, trying to, like, they're in this, like, the cabin together, and they're having this really serious conversation, and all of a sudden one of the characters starts saying lyrics to a Pink song, the singer Pink.
Oh god.
And then like she starts singing it, and then the other person starts singing it, and then they all join in and start break out into a song number of the Pink song, and the actual song kicks on. I feel like we have to watch this, because me and my friend, our jaws literally dropped. We were like, what the fuck
what
are
song
we watching?
Was it? Which song?
Oh my god, I wish I remembered which one. Hang on.
Is it like a popular one?
Oh, it's a popular one. You would recognize it.
Pink sucks.
I know. I don't like I don't like it either. But they literally start like a Pink sing-along, and it is the weirdest fucking out of place thing I've ever seen in a movie.
It sounds amazing.
I've never seen anything like it. Oh, it's not rated. This movie's not rated. I forgot what was... I guess there is some pretty graphic sex scenes in it. Not good, though. They're really cringy and uncomfortable.
Oh, boy.
If I still have my Peacock subscription, maybe we'll just have to, like, drink and watch this one night, because it's pretty short if we have time. We'll watch Moonfall if we could watch this. Like, it is so fucking insane.
Moonfall's long, though.
Oh, God, it is. Yeah, I know.
But apparently it flies by, from what I've heard.
Yeah, Fucking Perfect by Pink. How does that one go? Okay, I'm gonna have to play like a second of the song and I'll instantly remember it, I know, but...
Oh, you gonna play it?
Yeah, even though I don't know if we could play it on the podcast. But...
No. I'll cut it out. Hold, please.
Pretty please, don't you ever have a leave.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
no.
It was me and my friend were just like, our jaws, my jaw never dropped so hard in a movie, because I was like, we were just baffled by what we were watching. It was insane.
Sounds like a good movie to me.
There are so many moments like that, though, to where random fucking things will happen with characters or the plot that were not set up at all, and it's like, this makes no sense, and just like plot lines are just like forgot about. So it's so entertaining, but it's not good. So yeah, I gave it like a 1 out of 5. But yeah, we might have to watch that. We'll see. It has to be seen with other people. It really does.
Yeah, I don't know if I could watch that alone.
No, I probably would have hated it alone, but I had a lot of fun watching it.
I watched A Tale of Two Sisters, a movie from 2003. I gave it a 6 out of 10. I think it could have been better, but I mean, it's very highly regarded, honestly. A lot of people love it. I've
seen one of the director's movies, I Saw the Devil. That was really good.
Yeah, I do want to see that, because I hear that that's really good. A Tale of Two Sisters, yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I was in the right mood, honestly. But it's suspenseful, and it can be really intense sometimes. Like, some of the scenes are genuinely really creepy, but I don't know, I wish I was more invested in the actual story. But it all feels like it sort of hinges on like some sort of twist at the end, and like until you get to that point, it just feels sort of like boring sometimes, to me at least. But don't take my word for it, a lot of people love it.
I mean, well, I'll definitely watch it, yeah, regardless. But yeah, I definitely...
Maybe on rewatch it would help me, but I don't know.
Well, then I watched this. I've been trying to get through more like popular movies I haven't seen that like everyone's been talking about or has talked about before. So I finally watched Call Me by Your Name, which I really was not that big of a fan of.
Me neither.
Yeah, I don't know. It was a bit too long. Nothing really happens. I didn't really care much about the characters or what was going on. It was just like a really like a hangout movie, like we were talking about, but overly like melodramatic and just like kind of boring.
Yeah.
And I think I don't know who said this, but like, and it made total sense, but like somebody said if uglier people were cast, then the movie would not be as good. Because, like, everyone likes loves to swoon over it. Like, imagine, like, if the two main people were just, like, they're, you know, it's fucking Armie Hammer and Timothée Chalamet. Like, you know, people love to see them. So, I don't know. It was whatever.
What did you rate it?
At first I gave it a 3, and then I dropped it to a 2.5, because I really did not, like, I'm really split.
I think I initially gave it like a 7 out of 10, but I think it would probably drop a bit for me.
Yeah. Technically, it was really well made. Like, you know, it's a beautiful looking movie. Nothing felt off about it, but the characters in the story I just did not really care about.
It's not that great. I don't get why it's so loved, but
I really don't either. I mean, good director, but
yeah, I mean, he did the new Suspiria, and I like that a lot.
yeah. You know what's weird? You know what's weird? He's doing, this is just a weird coincidence, but this director, he's doing a new movie with Timothée Chalamet.
Yeah, I heard about that.
Right. And it's like, isn't it about cannibals or like cannibalism?
Yeah.
And in the fact that he did a movie recent, like, you know, in 2017 with Armie Hammer, it's just kind of weird.
Yep.
Coincidence. So,
I think not.
yeah, I'm sure everyone was thinking it. Then after that, I watched, this was also another movie that I think was only on Peacock, but it's called You Won't Be Alone. It's a 2022 movie.
I want to watch that.
It was really good. I can see why this maybe would split a lot of people though, because I don't know, just the execution, it's gonna either work for you or not, because I could see a lot of people maybe thinking like, oh, it's really boring and artsy and kind of pretentious, and like, I don't know, maybe thinking that, but I thought it was great. I don't know what much to say about it. It's like a folklore movie, like about a witch. I don't know, it was really good.
I hope I like it.
Hopefully.
Speaking of Wes Anderson, I watched Fantastic Mr. Fox.
Oh, for the first time?
Yep, because it's one of my cousin's favorite movies. He says it like goes back and forth between that and Uncut Gems.
Oh,
he just loves both of those a lot. Yeah, he was like really excited to show it to me, and I really did enjoy it quite a lot. I liked it more than Isle of Dogs because I've seen that and I wasn't like a big fan, honestly, in terms of like his stop motion movies, and I think Fantastic Mr. Fox was better for me.
Oh,
I really enjoyed it. The voice acting is great. I love how cute it is. It's really a nice movie.
Yeah.
It's fun.
Yeah, I thought that was probably one of his better ones, yeah, for me, you know, as somebody who doesn't love him. But, like, this is what I was going to mention, too, but since you brought it up, and we might disagree on this, but I really think Wes Anderson is, like, his style and everything else just lends so much more to, like, the animated stop-motion type stuff. Like, for me, like, I think that fits.
It definitely does.
You know, because it's all, like, colorful, quirky, like, so, like, I was like, why doesn't he just keep doing movies like this? Because I really did like Isle of Dogs, which I guess we'll get to later because I did watch it, but like I surprisingly like that, and I wish he would do more movies like that.
I think his style lends itself more to that, but I do like that he does other stuff as well, personally. Yeah,
nice. Yeah, that's a decent movie. I mean, but me saying a Wes Anderson movie is decent is good. It's yeah. You know. Okay, and then I guess speaking of just decent, this was a pretty iconic 70s horror movie that I've been putting off forever, and I love 70s horror. It's like some of my favorite movies. This one, Black Christmas, I watched the original Black Christmas 1974. Nothing really special about it. It's known to be one of the first slasher movies, and I don't love slashers, but like I guess after you see so many of them and then you watch this, it's like nothing really special about this, for me at least. I don't know. It was okay. Nothing much to say about it, but
I haven't seen it, so.
And then this movie was a real surprise because I didn't know if I would even really care much about it, but and there's one thing about this entire movie that held it up so much that I loved it. And if he was not in the movie, I probably wouldn't have given a shit about this movie. But like the Boondock Saints and Willem Dafoe. Oh, yeah. Willem Dafoe. Have you seen this?
No, I haven't. I want to.
Well, you love Willem Dafoe like I do, so like I think this is maybe his most entertaining performance ever. I'm straight up saying it because he is like, his character, he's like a weird eccentric like FBI agent who's like, he freaks out and like listens to classical music while investigating his crime scenes. He's gay, which is another thing to throw on top of it. His dialogue is hilarious, and oh my god, there's one scene you gotta see the movie to see it. He's like going through like telling him like, and here's how they did it, and like, you know, that then they do this, and like he's reenacting, you know, the crime scene.
So it's like Hannibal.
I don't know. I'm like the show.
Yeah, that's what Will Graham does. He goes to crime scenes and like reenacts everything.
Maybe, but like some of the quotes that he has in his performance, everything about it, he carried the movie so much that I gave it a 4.5 out of 5 because he was that entertaining. So I think it might be my favorite Willem Dafoe like performance just based on like entertainment, like how entertaining he was. Like I'm not talking like acting wise.
I don't know if anything will beat The Lighthouse.
No, that's why I was just about to say like I think The Lighthouse is his best acted, 100%. But just wait till you watch this, man. He is crazy and it's so good. But anyway, yeah. Overall, the rest of the movie, it's like somebody tried to make a Tarantino movie and a Martin Scorsese movie, and you put that together. That's kind of what it felt like. So it was entertaining. It's a really weird movie. You should watch it. You'd probably really like at least him in it.
I rewatched 28 Days Later.
Yes.
I hadn't seen it in a very long time, and I remember like appreciating it a bit when I was younger, but not all that much. But like having watched it now, it feels like I was able to actually properly appreciate it. And it's really fucking good.
It really is.
I feel a bit off and on about like the whole end section.
Oh really?
It's like
I love the ending.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's just a bit
part of the movie, but
it's just a bit strange for me because like
now before we let's just get into it.
Spoilers for 28 Days Later. Spoilers.
Okay, what about the ending?
I don't know, like the whole section with like the guys in the house and shit. Like it's just it feels like too long to me. I don't know. Like some of it just wasn't really engaging me all that much for some reason. But then when it like really starts to kick off, then you're like, oh, okay, well now I'm interested. But it's like it is one of those things that where it's just like, yeah, people are more scary than the actual zombies sometimes.
That's what because like the fact
that is the big takeaway, and that like message is hammered in really well. Like I like that.
Yeah.
But it's just the whole end section. I just while watching it, I was just like, eh. But then while thinking about it, I was like, I do like that though.
Yeah. I guess I can kind of understand. I mean, even though like I said, it's my favorite part of the movie, but I just think first about like the message and the themes, like that's what it really gives the movie like its substance, because like you have all these flesh-eating fucking rage virus things running around, and then finally when you finally get to what you think is going to be the safest possible place, like a military base, then really humanity can be just as fucked up as like the flesh-eating things. I look forward to the ending so much because when the music kicks in, the song is called in the House in a Heartbeat, and
the music is fucking it goes hard.
It's insane. Yeah. And when that starts kicking in and just building up and building and building, and Cillian Murphy is running around like kind of like losing his fucking mind, and the moment he starts like killing that one guy and gouges his eyes out with his thumbs, that is like peak fuck yeah moment of like any movie ever. It's
fucking metal.
It is. It is. And then the music, oh my god. The more we talk about it, that movie, it used to be in my top 10, but I don't know if I need to make sure it still is, because I really do love that movie so much. I just
top 10.
It's been in my top 10 for a while. Yeah.
I gave it an 8 out of 10 on rewatch. I don't know. I feel like it would need more watches for me to like fully appreciate it, but I mean,
yeah.
It's still like a very, very good movie. I do like a lot about it. I think like the main thing that I really do like about it is like some of the shots, honestly, because it is one of those things that like it looks shit, but it doesn't at the same time.
Yeah.
There are some shots of like the city or whatever, like where it's like at night or like dark or something like that, and it just looks so unique. Like there's nothing like it.
Yeah.
The way that it was shot was so fucking good. Danny Boyle's such a good director.
He really is. And well, the way it's shot, and that's what a lot of people you're not the ones complaining about it, but like a lot of people do complain, like, oh, the movie looks like shit and like all this stuff. And I have it on Blu-ray, and
some of the Letterboxd reviews were just like it's shot on like a Nokia. Or
yeah. Yeah. But like if you look into like the making of that movie, then like apparently there were times to where they weren't even allowed filming, so they had to use such like guerrilla tactic like filming techniques to like get in and out. They set up these cameras to get those shots looking down at the city or down at the street, to where they're really shitty cameras they had to put up. I just think it adds on to like the really grimy like feel of the movie.
It does have a very distinctive look.
It does. And I know top 10, a lot of people probably wouldn't have that near their top 10. Like, I think for me, though, I think I just watched it when I was, like, really young, and I, like, kept watching it. So, like, maybe there is slight nostalgia, but also it has everything I could kind of want out of a horror movie, like the characters, the atmosphere, the message, the soundtrack. It just all adds up to just like such a good movie.
I think the tunnel scene was one of the most intense there.
Yeah, the tunnel scene's
so
fucking
good.
Awesome. And I just love like the little moments with characters to where like, you know, they get into the guy's apartment and like he had like the SWAT, Brendan Gleeson, right? That's yeah. He had like the SWAT gear on. And he's like fighting him off, and like he comes in with his mask on. He looks all intimidating, but then he takes it off, and like there's Christmas music playing, and he's like, "You want like some drinks?" And it's like it all of a sudden becomes this nice little like character moment. Yeah, it's all sweet and like.
Well, Brendan Gleeson's just wholesome in general.
He
You
is.
gotta love that guy.
He is.
But like his death was so fucking sad.
Oh, it's one of the saddest deaths you'll ever fucking see in a movie ever.
Yeah, it's fucking heartbreaking. I will say though, like one of my biggest complaints though about the movie is the daughter cannot act.
Yeah,
she cannot act.
I agree. That's
can't.
I totally agree. Like her delivery is just like what's a line that she says in the movie? I'm trying to think.
Oh fuck, I don't know.
I don't know, but the way she delivers her lines, like I know what you're talking about.
It's very like wooden.
It is.
It feels like she's reading from a page.
It does. And also just one other little moment I really like is like it really is just like the little character moments, like when they go into the grocery store and then they just all get their own cart and they're going and just like picking out whatever they want, and then at the end when he puts the card down by the register, like it's just such a, in the music it's like really fun.
It's so cute.
Yeah, it is. So like I thought it balanced the tones really well. Anyway, it's so good.
It's definitely one of the better zombie movies because you really it is one of the most like real feeling zombie movies, I think.
Yeah, and written by Alex Garland. I mean, he can do anything. He's so good. This next one we will have this is like, okay, it was the card counter. The card counter.
Yes.
Fucking, I remember every time we would talk about it and I hadn't seen it, then you were like, I'm not sure if you're gonna like it, or like, I really doubt you'll ever give it 5 stars or like anything like that. And
yeah, I did genuinely doubt it.
And okay, I don't know how. I think I was in a really good mood. I was in a Paul Schrader mood. I love movies set in casinos. I just fucking love it, like no matter what it is. Yeah, I gave it 5 out of 5 because I really couldn't think of anything I didn't like about it, other than the ending was a bit abrupt, like, you know, like you were saying.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I don't even know where to start with it. It's
it's good. I gave it a 6 out of 10. I do like it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. The end really did like sort of not do it for me personally. And I think that even though I was sort of like okay with it in the moment, the more I thought about it later, I don't think Tiffany Haddish is that good.
I didn't mind her at all. As a matter of fact, I was never a fan of her. I always thought she was kind of obnoxious, like an annoying actress. And this is the movie that actually made me kind of like her more.
I just felt like some of her lines weren't delivered all that well. I think some of the dialogue is the problem for me.
Oh, really?
Just some of the dialogue isn't like quite as good as it could be, I don't think.
Do you think it's because, do you think a big reason that a lot of people maybe were underwhelmed by this one is that we're like expecting so much from Paul Schrader now? Like if this was directed by like a nobody and it was his first movie, would we think it's better? Or like do we have such high standards for Paul Schrader at this point?
I don't think people have that high standards of Paul Schrader because he's made some trash apparently.
But then again, like First Reformed and that one movie Mishima, A Life in 4 Chapters, like people, which apparently I hear is amazing. Like I haven't seen it yet, and just the fact that he is such an acclaimed writer, like he wrote Taxi Driver, you know, I think he's a big name at this point in like the film community. But
I mean, I've only seen Card Counter, Hardcore, and First Reformed, but I think the next one I will watch is Light Sleeper probably because I just want more Willem Dafoe and Paul Schrader. So.
Yeah, me too. Oh, I was about to say, yeah, this does kind of feel like, if I'm going to play devil's advocate, I mean, I gave it 5 out of 5. Like, I loved everything about it pretty much. But, like, I can see how this might feel like watered down Paul Schrader, like watered down First Reform. Because it's got the same, like, written, like, monologues, like inner monologues where he's, like, writing a diary, his character and everything. But that's what I love the most about his movies is that his characters are just so complex, you know?
Oscar Isaac was fantastic.
He
obviously.
was. like Ty Sheridan, is that his name? The other kid in the movie?
Yeah.
He was, honestly, I've never been a big fan of him for whatever reason, but he was really good. Willem Dafoe.
Dude, what? Have you seen Mud?
No, haven't seen that.
I mean, I recently posted that in my like top 200.
Oh,
I think it's like 139. That is such a fucking great movie. And Ty Sheridan was like a kid, like an actual kid, and he's so good. And watch Joe as well with Nicolas Cage. He's so fucking good in that as well.
I'll have to do that.
Ty Sheridan is a great actor. He just doesn't get as many good roles lately.
He's in Ready Player One. You haven't seen that yet?
True.
He could save some of that movie for you. I don't know. Hey, he's in that, and Ben Mendelsohn's in that.
And Olivia Cook. I do want to watch it for the cast. But
yeah. I mean, yeah, I don't know. This had a really good cast, I thought. The dialogue, I thought it wasn't as good for you, but I still thought the dialogue was good.
That whole, like, fisheye type sequence with Willem Dafoe, that was so creepy.
Oh, the flashbacks in, like, Guantanamo Bay and shit.
Yeah.
Those moments were genuinely, like, disturbing, like, I thought, to where, like, you just have, like, metal music playing and, like, this fisheye camera going around fucking Guantanamo Bay and halls of like people being like tortured and shit. It just really, like, I thought it portrayed like his dark past really well, so like I could see why he's like such a reserved character after all this, you know.
It's definitely a good character study movie, I think.
It is. I mean, and all of his movies pretty much are, I think. So like,
I wish I liked it more, but I mean, it's still a good movie and it's interesting.
You don't think it'd be another House of Jack built situation? You rewatch it and be like, oh fuck.
I don't think so. It doesn't have as much to chew on, I guess. I don't know.
That's fair, I guess. I mean, I could just watch like Oscar Isaac play poker, blackjack, like all day. Like I literally, I love playing poker, so like I could just watch that all day. And so
I've actually never played poker.
Really? Man,
I would not know how.
I haven't played it in years, but growing up, our family did have an actual poker table in our basement, and like my dad taught all of us how to play poker, and we would do like poker nights and stuff. And so as a kid, then I like learned how to play it, and we'd play it. And yeah, it's one of the I still love to do it, even though it's been a while.
He's literally me.
It is. This Oscar Isaac is a he's literally me character. He just wants to play cards.
Anyone in a Paul Schrader
he really is,
I guess.
Dude, Paul Schrader's the king of he's literally me. He really is.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. I mean, I'm sure there's a lot more I could say about it, but I mean, I loved it. I'm glad I did.
I'm glad you did.
You mentioned it before, but I watched The Isle of Dogs, which was a really nice surprise. It's honestly my favorite Wes Anderson movie so far, even though that's not saying much. I don't know, it was a cute stop motion animated movie.
There's nothing to dislike about it or anything for me, but it is my least favorite of his.
Which is fine. I mean, for people that like him, I understand why this would be lower, but I think this, for me, had a lot less of his, like, perfectly centered, you know, style for some reason. I just liked the voice actors. I liked the characters. I liked the story was interesting. So, like, it has a lot more going for it for me than, like, a lot of his other movies. So I gave it a 3.5 out of 5. It is my favorite of his so far. I just have Life Aquatic next, which I really hope I like.
I've seen Life Aquatic and I like it. Probably like second to least favorite, honestly. But I mean, it's still good. Wes Anderson's not a director that I love or anything. The only movie I love is Grand Budapest. I watched The Gray Man.
Oh boy.
Yeah, it's not very good.
I didn't think it would be. It looked cheesy as hell.
It's kind of bad.
Yeah, I bet. I mean,
I gave it a 3 out of 10. Didn't like it much at all. It's such a waste of such a huge budget. Like, my God.
Isn't that what you always think too? Whenever you see big budget movies like this and they're not good, like you're always wondering, like, take like a couple million, like divide that by like fucking I don't know how many. You could make so many smaller independent movies with that budget instead of this big shit movie, you know?
Yeah.
It's really disappointing. I haven't seen it and I don't plan to, but yeah.
Ryan Gosling is like good in it, but it's far from his best. Chris Evans is probably the best part because he's just really over the top and goofy, but
that's what it looked like, yeah.
Ana de Armas was whatever, fine. It's so generic. It feels like such a watered down like Bourne movie, really. Everything feels so inconsequential and like you don't give a shit about the characters at all. There's so many like obnoxious drone shots. It's just it's not very good.
What even is the plot then, basically? Like,
it's literally just like a guy is in jail and then he gets like hired to be like a CIA guy. And there's like the cheesiest line ever at the start where like he's being like hired for the job and he's like He's like, "You'll exist in the grey." And then the fucking title comes up.
Oh,
Like, okay.
God. That sounds like... It's like if a teenager was making his first movie.
The
like,
dialogue was bad. There were some really fucking bad lines in there.
yeah, I will probably never watch that movie. It's the real question is, though, is this another Ryan Gosling, He's Literally Me character, or is he not?
Absolutely not. He's too boring.
I was about to say, I think even Barbie is going to be more of a He's Literally Me than fucking Gray Man.
I don't think you understand what a He's Literally Me is.
No,
anymore.
I do.
The Barbie movie? No.
No, you're right. He's Literally Me, without going too deep again. But, like, I think it's just they have to have a really unique personality that fits a certain person, like, really well.
Yeah, and I doubt Ken will be that.
No, not for me. It probably won't be him for me, but for somebody else, I'm sure. Anyway, and this is a movie that is still playing in one of our theaters because I went and saw it, but Bodies, which I was not expecting to like, but I actually did. I thought it was pretty good. Like, I gave it a 3.5 out of 5. This director's, like, second movie. I haven't seen her first. Here, the good things about the movie: it's short and sweet. It builds atmosphere really well. The characters, for what they're supposed to be, they're written well enough. It's like a whodunit murder movie, and it has a really, like, the twist is gonna make it or break it for people. I'm not gonna say what it is, but, like, I watched it and I thought the twist, it was so simple, which made it so clever that I was like, I did not expect that because it was so fucking simple, but it makes you look at the whole movie differently. But other people came out of it, like other workers at the theater, and they told me, like, I did not like the twist. It ruined it. So it's gonna be hit or miss for a lot of people. And the movie looks really good too. I thought it was a really good looking movie.
I'm interested in seeing it.
Yeah, it's pretty good. And I mean, it's A24, but the bad thing is that the characters, and like I said, they're written for what they're supposed to be, but they're a bunch of, like, Gen Z TikToker type people, and they're fucking annoying. They're so annoying.
It sounds like I'd be very annoyed by the characters,
Yeah.
but I still want to watch it.
I think if you're willing to put that aside and accept, like, the movie is almost exaggerating it to a point to where it's, like, making a statement or kind of making fun of those types of people. And plus, you get it. I mean, I'm not spoiling it, but it's obvious. Like, people get killed off, so, like, at least it's like you don't have to deal with them the whole time. But, like, there are moments in the movie to where, and this is another negative, I guess, like, it'll be, like, really serious and, like, tense, and then all of a sudden they'll break out, like, into some argument about something really stupid and, like, inconsequential, and it's like they're trying to be funny and it drains it. But like I said, this could be making a big statement on just, like, how the young generation deals with violence like it's nothing and just doesn't care. They're so numb to it. So that's how I started viewing it. But anyway, it's a good movie. I think everyone should check it out, honestly. Like, it was pretty good. I would honestly see it again. Like, I actually thought it was, like, it could jump up to a 4 out of 5 for me, honestly, because like, it was pretty good. But I watched, oh my god, this movie is known to be one of the worst, like, I don't know if it's known to be one of the worst movies ever, but it has, like, a 6% on Rotten Tomatoes, and I see so many people giving it half stars. For how bad it was, I was kind of entertained, but it's called The Snowman. It came out in 2017, starring Michael Fassbender.
I haven't seen it, but I heard so much about it when it was coming out, like how shit it was.
And the weird thing is, this director has done big movies like Let the Right One In, and then that movie with Gary Oldman, the Tinker Tailor Soldier Spy, whatever.
That's a good movie.
Oh, it is? Yeah, see, so like, this director has done some good stuff, but I think I find movies like this so fucking interesting because, like, apparently when you read into it, apparently even the director acknowledged, like, the movie wasn't finished. Scenes weren't even like that should have been in the movie that would have tied things together weren't even shot, and they just threw it together and put it out. And it's so obvious because, like, plot lines start and go nowhere. They build to nothing. Characters build to nothing. Like, there's literally plots just abandoned in the movie. It's a really kind of boring movie, I'm not gonna lie, but, like, there are moments that are so fucking out of the blue and weird, and it's like, why is this happening? It's hilarious. So, like, I gave it a 2.5 out of 5 just based on entertainment value. Like, realistically, it is probably a half star because it's barely even a movie, but, like, you gotta watch it. You just have to. It's an experience. So it's words can't put into it, like, how fucking bizarre this movie is.
I rewatched Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. Still an 8 out of 10, same score. I
Stayed the same.
Still like love a lot about the strengths that it has, obviously. But yeah, it's pretty much the same score. I wish I liked it more on rewatch, but what can you do?
Still a good score for a Marvel, like, I don't know, I mean, you like Marvel though, so.
I'm a fucking fanboy at this point. I feel so, like, embarrassed sometimes just how much I let Marvel get away with. But, I mean, I love the universe. I do.
Yeah. Like you've said, it's entertaining while you're watching it, even though sometimes afterwards, like, sometimes you'll go away thinking, like, they could have done this better, that better. But, like, I mean, come on. Like, Sam Raimi basically saved... His style really is what carried some of that movie for me, so...
If it was by a different director, it would have been way worse.
It really would have been, yeah.
But, I mean, I recently watched episode 4 of Moon Knight, and holy fuck. That was really good. That was like the first time in a while that they have actually subverted my expectations.
Really?
And I was just like,
damn.
Whoa. So I can't wait to watch the next one, because apparently the next one is fucking amazing. So.
Okay, well, if you say that, I might have to
Have you watched episode 4?
I've only gotten up till, no, I watched the first 3.
Oh, please watch episode 4.
I will.
Because, like, dude, it like made it so much more interesting for me.
That's what I've heard, and I'm looking forward to it, just to see if they can subvert my expectations.
The majority of the episode is like I said in that like serialized reaction thing that like it is what Uncharted 2022 should have been. Like it's just them like exploring a tomb for fucking ages, and it's like so interesting and cool.
Okay.
And it's shot so well. I loved it.
Nice.
It's great.
Wow, I will have to pick it up sometime. Pick it back up.
Anyway.
Okay, and then this one, which I saw, I think you liked, but not quite as much as me. This was a movie that a lot of people, since it came out, were talking about. It's Shiva Baby.
Yep.
Yeah, this movie, like... okay, so everyone was bringing up, it's like Uncut Gems. It's as intense as Uncut Gems.
Yeah.
And I'm like, and I kept hearing that, and I was like, no, it's not. I mean, really? Like, about it, like a teenage girl going to some, like, funeral service, and like, there's drama. But no, this was really good. Like, it surprised me. Like, it was intense. Like,
Didn't you give it like a full star more than I did, I think?
I did, yeah. I gave
it a 7 out of 10.
Yeah, and I gave it a 4.5 out of 5, so like a 9 out of 10. Yeah. So like, I mean, I was pretty much engaged from start to end. Like, I mean, it was realistic enough. Like, it was short and sweet. The acting was really good. It was like tense, like I said.
There's some really funny moments too.
There were funny moments there, and then
I just love Fred Melamed whenever he shows up. I love that guy. He's so entertaining.
Is that the dad in the movie?
Yeah.
He's in a Serious Man.
He's so good. He should be in more. Yeah, he is.
Yeah, I remember him in that movie now. Yeah, he is good. And speaking of Bodies, I totally forgot the main actress in that movie. She is one of the girls in Bodies. So, like, she's good in that.
Yeah.
Even though, not gonna lie, her character was probably the most annoying in that Bodies movie. But, I mean, she still did a good job. But yeah, I don't know. This is a really, like, nice and tense movie. I don't know. It was...
We don't have to get into spoilers or anything, but the end is what really pissed me off.
Oh, we might have to, because I don't know exactly what you're talking about the ending.
Yeah, okay.
Spoilers for Shiva Baby.
All right, what about the end?
Just the fact that she like forgave the like ex-girlfriend for like everything, sort of. I mean, like she went with her in the end. Mm-hmm. That character was a piece of shit. She was fucking awful.
Yeah,
she was just trying to like make her life a living hell for like the entire runtime, and I fucking hated her for it.
Yeah,
oh my God.
I can understand that. Like, I thought that was that part of it was for me, like, because there's like 2 different plot lines going on, right? Like, there's the one with her ex-girlfriend, and then there's the one with this like sugar daddy, I guess you want to call him. The one with the ex-girlfriend was like weaker because it felt like less serious. It felt like, you know, I didn't really know where she was coming from, and like it was really weird because like her ex-girlfriend was being really shitty to her the entire time, and then it got to moments to where she was being all nice and like touchy and like trying to get back together with her. It was really weird. Like, I didn't know what happened that kind of like fucked up their relationship. Maybe they said it in the movie, but I was so sucked in that like I don't know, but I mean, she just kept trying to like fuck everything up for her, like, nonstop, and some of it was like actually really messed up shit. Mm-hmm. I agree.
Like,
yeah,
why are you, like, in the end, why are you forgiving her for this shit and just going along with it? I don't get it.
Yeah, to me, it just came off like a really like complicated relationship that had like a lot of ups and downs, but like they kind of still liked each other. So I guess I understand, but you're right. Like, she was kind of a piece of shit. So that didn't bother me as much, I guess, that part.
I did like the movie. I did like it.
Yeah. to be honest, like, there's not much keeping it from being a 5, but obviously I didn't want to give out the 5, like, right away. I don't know if I would ever rewatch it. I mean, I say that because, like, I can't think of anything I didn't like about the movie. It was just really, like, you know, it kind of nailed everything pretty well.
It's very well made.
Yeah, it is.
It's a good movie.
So, yeah, that was really good.
I rewatched The Phantom Menace.
Yo, fuck. And
we could talk about that more, like, if you want, on that later episode that we planned.
Yeah, which do you want to tell the people? Because I don't think the people know about this.
Oh, yeah.
Episode.
Well, we're inviting a fan favorite back. Keelan. Keelan's coming back for episode probably fucking 17 or 18 maybe. Once I get back from America, we're going to invite him on, and we're hopefully going to do a big episode talking about all the prequels, because he's not the biggest fan of them. Quinn is the biggest fan of them. I'm impartial right now because I've only seen The Phantom Menace, and I will watch Attack of the Clones, and then we'll watch Revenge of the Sith when I come over there.
Yeah.
But yeah, rewatching Phantom Menace, like, I gave it a 2 out of 10.
Yeah.
Look, it's a lot of people do call it so bad it's good, and I get that, but it's way too fucking boring for me to have that opinion. My biggest problem with the movie is just the fact that there are, like, genuinely so many fucking good ideas there. Mm-hmm. There really are.
Absolutely.
But the execution is just horrible. Oh my god. Like, there are moments in the movie where I was genuinely, like, intrigued, because, like, there are so many, like, set pieces and, like, different worlds and stuff that you go to where it's like, this is really cool. Mm-hmm. The idea behind all of this looks so fucking cool, but some of the CGI is just awful. It's like, I wish it looked better. Fuck.
I mean, I can't even, like, argue with any of that, because, yes, look, even though these movies are all 5 stars for me, they're literally all 5 stars. I've seen The Phantom Menace probably a dozen times in my life, like 12 times probably at least.
How?
Because it is, I will admit, with the prequels, nostalgia holds them up so much.
Yeah.
Not only that, but just my love for Star Wars and the universe, and, like, my knowledge of the world. Like, I like seeing all the little details and the different planets and aliens, and, like, even if it is boring, whatever I'm watching, I still love the world so much, and the soundtrack, all that stuff, to where, like, it doesn't matter, I guess, what's happening on screen. I'll always, like, have that nice Star Wars feeling. So, like, I'm easy to please when it comes to that. Not really the Disney movies as much, because they do have a really different feel. But yeah, I don't know. The CGI is bad. Yeah, it is pretty boring. But I don't know.
I got so, like, pissed off at the end as well, just because, like, most of it was, like, following Anakin around, like, flying around and shit, and he was just so annoying.
Yeah, he
is. He was saying everything that he was about to do, and I was like, shut the fuck up.
Now this is pod racing.
Well, I mean, that's one thing, but then he's just like, everything that happens,
You're
he's
right.
like, whoa!
Yeah, I know. It's
Look at that! Shut up, Anakin, you little shit.
But you have to admit, regardless of how bad the rest of the movie was, the Darth Maul fight was fucking awesome, wasn't it?
It was pretty awesome.
Yeah, and the music was
that.
so good. Like, Duel of Fates is, like, the best Star Wars theme ever, pretty much. That song that was playing.
I enjoy some of the lightsaber fights. Like, they're always just fun.
Yeah, those are always, like, the highlights.
I think the best in terms of acting is Liam Neeson. Like, he's great.
Yeah, he probably was.
I don't know who else would be contesting for that.
I mean, Ewan McGregor was good enough.
In Phantom Menace, probably not. I mean, I imagine he's more fleshed out in the others.
Dude, he's a lot more entertaining in, like, Attack of the Clones and Revenge of the Sith. He really is. So yeah, he's not as great in the Phantom Menace.
He's just sort of there. Like, he doesn't do a lot.
Not really. Yeah.
My boy Watto. He's like, gotta love Watto.
Fucking Watto.
Oh, he's the best.
Well, I'm interested to see what you'll think of the next 2 movies. At least I get to show you the best one. Revenge of the Sith is the best. I just hope you don't hate Attack of the Clones like you hated the Phantom Menace. I hope you don't.
I hope so too, but, like, I was thinking about watching it the other day, but I was just like, no, I'm not in the mood because I'm having a bad week already.
You've got until the 6th or the 7th, whenever you're leaving. You've got until then to watch it. So
it's so soon.
It is. But at least I can say this about Attack of the Clones. It is not nearly as boring as Phantom Menace, because, like, Attack of the Clones is a lot better paced, a lot more happens in it, there's more fight, there's more action, but it's still, people still have a lot of the same negatives, the acting, the CGI, the writing. The writing is really what holds down Attack of the Clones, but you'll see.
I mean, I'm looking The famous sand line.
Oh
of
God,
course.
yeah. At least watch it for like a so bad it's good perspective. At least, please.
Yeah.
Just don't watch it in a bad mood, please, because it's so close to me that those movies.
I think I genuinely think I will like Revenge of the Sith. Like at least like it.
Good.
So I'm looking forward to that. But Attack of the Clones, I'm not sure. I'm not sure.
All right, this next movie, I rewatched it. It's a David Cronenberg movie. It's one of the weirdest fucking movies I've ever seen in my life, and it's got some of the weirdest dialogue you will ever hear in your life. But it's Cosmopolis with Robert Pattinson. Yep. And I don't even know where to begin. I just think, I mean, you haven't seen it, right?
No, but I saw your reaction.
Yeah, I can see why. If you look at the graph on Letterboxd, it's so split to where people love it or hate it, and I can totally see why. People are gonna watch this and either think it's like one of the worst fucking movies ever made, or it's like secretly a masterpiece, like it's like a genius movie. And so like I'm really glad I rewatched it. I'm reading the book currently because I'm that like into it right now. Like it's just so weird. The dialogue and the characters are so weird. It's kind of like American Psycho in the fact that like it's a big statement on society and shit, and like his character is so detached, kind of like Patrick Bateman is too. So that's why my last review was like, this is Robert Pattinson's American Psycho, because that's what it felt like.
I do want to watch it, but I don't want that to be my first Cronenberg.
No, I don't blame you. It's a really weird...
I think I might watch The Fly first.
That's probably smart, which I haven't even seen The Fly yet. Oh my God.
What was your first Cronenberg?
Mine was Scanners, which was not really that good, in my opinion. I mean, a lot of people like it. Yeah, and then I watched this movie called The Love Witch, which was on Peacock, I think, which was...
Been wanting to see that for a while.
Yeah, I appreciate it for like how it was able to be a really retro throwback to like 70s 60s style horror and like execute it pretty much perfectly. Like if I didn't know this was made in 2016, I would have totally thought it came out like the 60s or 70s because it was that accurate. Otherwise, I just didn't really care much about the story. It was pretty slow, uninteresting to me. The main character, I didn't really know where she was coming from. I get that it's supposed to be cheesy, but it was kind of really cheesy at times.
It just looks like a vibes movie.
It really is kind of, yeah. It's like a vibes movie. And it's an ultra, no matter what people tell you, it is like an ultra feminist type movie, which is fine if it's done right, but I don't know. It just, at times I was like, oh my God, this is really hitting me over the head with it. Like I get it. Anyway, I hope you like it more than me. I gave it a 3 out of 5, so it's still decent.
Per your request, I watched The Greasy Strangler.
Which I have not seen, by the way, even though it was my request. I was
tying up between that and Barking Dogs Never Bite, and I was just like, I literally can't decide. Quinn, help me decide. And then he said Greasy Strangler, so I watched that.
Yeah.
I wish I'd gone for the other one.
Wow.
Look, it's not bad or anything. It's just like, it feels like weird for the sake of weird. It really does. I mean, it's literally about like a guy going around covered in fucking grease murdering people. That's it.
Oh, that sounds awesome though.
By strangling them. It's cool and it's goofy, but it's just like, there's not any point to any of it. I like some of the comedy in it where it's like that repetitive type comedy that's like really dumb with some of the character interactions, because like the father and son, like they literally, anytime that they don't believe them or something, they just yell bullshit artist at each other. And like there was this literal like entire sequence of them just yelling that back and forth at each other, and it was pretty fucking funny. But then there's just like, it feels like there's elongated sequences of this guy going around murdering people, and it's not that interesting. It could have been done better. I don't know. It's just a weird movie.
Sounds really weird.
Elijah Wood produced it.
That's weird.
I don't know.
It's so random.
It's strange. I don't know how I would rate it or anything right now, but it does feel like weird for the sake of weird. But I was entertained in some parts. There was this one scene that actually had me laughing quite a lot. There's these 3 guys, and one of them was like asking the other, like, what do they put in these chips, like to make like chips, like potato chips. Yeah. And there's this like Indian guy that like can't pronounce it properly, and he keeps saying potato. He goes back and forth for like a minute straight of him saying potato, 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 like over and over again.
That sounds hilarious. Oh my gosh. I will have to watch this.
I mean, that's like the funniest part of the movie for me, but like, I don't know, toward the end, you're just like, what is going on? Like, what the fuck is this? And it's so overly sexual too. Holy shit.
Oh no.
And it's like, it's gross. It is fucking gross.
Ew.
Like some parts just make you want to fucking retch. It's disgusting.
I'll have to watch it. I like my weird movies, so... Though I guess that's the last time you take a recommendation or request from me.
I mean, it's not your fault.
Well, no,
but
I've never
yeah.
seen it, but you might as well flip the coin. All right, well, I only have one left, and I watched this last night. Another Cronenberg movie. It's my third one that I've seen from him, called A History of Violence with Viggo Mortensen, which was pretty good. I gave it a 7 out of 10. Pretty solid. Like, I don't imagine it being one of his best, but I mean, I definitely liked it more than the first one I saw from him. But good performances, good story. It was kind of slow at times. Really weird. Like, I didn't expect the story to go the way it did, but it was interesting, I guess. So I don't know. Not much to say about it. It was pretty good.
Well, I have my last one, and that was Goodbye Dragon Inn. From 2003. One of the slowest movies I've ever seen in my life.
Oh.
No doubt. And it's 80 minutes long.
Oh.
But it's so slow.
Does it work, like the length or the pace? Does it work, or is it like
It's not a movie with like any kind of plot at all. All it is a movie playing in a theater, and you watch people watch the movie, and you watch people walk around the theater and be sad.
Oh.
But it's like the last night of the theater being open, so it's like a closing night, and it's sort of weirdly depressing. Like
that does sound depressing. So it's kind of is it kind of like a slice of life type movie, like hangout movie?
Yeah,
I usually like those types of movies a lot, so I could see myself liking that.
You might, but it is really slow, and it doesn't feel like it has like a huge point to it or anything like that. But it's just, I don't know. You just watch these people be sad and be lonely, then the theater closes eventually, and it's like, that's it. I'm pretty sure there's like 10 lines spoken throughout the whole movie.
Wow.
And those are in like two separate parts of a conversation. So there's like one conversation that happens earlier on, and then another conversation that happens at the end, and there are 5 lines in each of them.
Wow.
For most of the movie, you're just watching people be in a theater. That's it.
Goodbye Dragon Inn, that's what it's called.
Yeah.
I will add that to my list, because it sounds interesting, at least. Like, not many movies like it.
No, there's not much like it that I've seen. I wouldn't call it great or anything, but it is just like, it makes you feel a certain way. It makes you feel really melancholic for some reason.
Well, we finally got through it. That's everything we've watched up until this recording.
This is a long fucking recording.
It is. We're going on 3 hours.
And we still have questions.
Oh gosh, yeah, we still do. All right, well, let's get into listener questions. First one is from @movies_that_don't_suck on Instagram. He asked, favorite show that Netflix canceled too soon. This was hard because I couldn't think of specific Netflix shows. Like,
I can only think of Daredevil.
Oh, true. You can say, yeah, or any of the Marvel shows.
I really don't know any others.
Yeah, I don't know when it comes to Netflix. If I would change the question just to change it to shows that cancel too soon, then I would say
Hannibal.
Oh, Hannibal.
Hannibal.
How many seasons?
Holy
that
fuck,
had?
Hannibal. It had 3 seasons, and then they've cancelled it like halfway through the 3rd season, and the director like only heard about it like halfway through making it, basically.
That sucks.
He had to like make the second half of the 3rd season have some kind of payoff at the end, or like some kind of ending that could be left open but also closed, and he fucking nailed it, let me tell you.
He did?
But, like, yeah, I wish that they were able to do more, because he had so much planned for that.
That sucks. I will have to watch that. I really will.
Best show of all time.
I will say Fleabag, just because it only had 2 seasons, and the seasons themselves.
They cancelled that.
I don't know if you could say, like, it just ended. So, like, maybe I think they purposely ended it only at 2 seasons.
Isn't it a British show?
It is. It's a British comedy.
Yeah, because they do that a lot.
Okay.
They do, like, really short seasons. So
then I guess it was probably intentional, but, like, so it wasn't canceled for any other reason than, like, they just wanted to end it there, which it sucks because, like, everything was set up so well to keep going, and then it just stopped. The ending was still done well, but, like, the show was so freaking good, and the first 2 seasons go by so quickly that I just wish they kept going. But oh well, I'm gonna rewatch it eventually again because it's just such good TV. Like, those first 2 seasons, I've never had a show that I loved just canceled. I'm lucky to where I didn't have that happen to me. Next question from @wholesome_reviews. She asked, favorite great concept bad execution films.
Yeah, she asked me that on my like story when I was posting just a question sticker, but I'll just give my same answers that I had, I think. I said Peninsula. That's a big one because like that's the sort of sequel sort of to Train to Busan, and they had like a really good idea for it. It's so cheesy, and like they just could have done so much more with that concept, I think. Also, Old, honestly.
Oh, that's a good point. Yeah, that's a good one.
I really wish that was better because I love the concept in that. I fucking love it.
Yeah. This was a really good question because, like, I thought it was going to be easy to think of answers, but the more I looked through my low-rated movies, I was like, yeah, but that has a shit concept too. Like, a lot of these movies sucked because their concept sucked, but here's some, and I know maybe you'll agree with this. Maybe you thought the concept, neither of us liked this movie. I mean, maybe you didn't think the concept was that great, but I thought at least she dies tomorrow. I thought that concept was at least interesting, but the way they did it was fucking...
What concept?
Well, that's why. Okay, here's also what I was going to do for this. To give people an idea, I wanted to quick read the Letterboxd description of these movies. So, Amy is ravaged by the notion that she is going to die tomorrow, which sends her down a dizzying emotional spiral. When her skeptical friend Jane discovers Amy's feelings of imminent death to be contagious, they both begin bizarre journeys through what might be the last day of their lives. You don't think that's...
No. I don't. I
thought just the sound of that though, because that's like a fear I would have, like knowing that I'm gonna die like tomorrow or something.
Yeah, but I mean, turning that into a movie is just so difficult, and they really fucked it.
They really did. It was boring. It was a really boring movie.
God, I fucking hate that movie.
Me
Why do you
too.
have to remind me that exists?
I forgot about it too until I was looking through.
I could sort of see where you're coming from, but I don't know. I don't think it's like a special concept or anything.
No, I don't think so either.
I have one for like a show. And it's probably pretty obscure and not many people know about it, honestly. Well, I know that a lot of people know Steins Gate. I don't know if you've heard of it or not.
No.
It's an anime show. Steins Gate, like the first season, it is probably my favorite anime season. Like, it's just so fucking interesting. It's like a show all about like time travel and shit, and it's like really, really well done. But they have this like spin-off season called Steins Gate Zero. It's basically about like what would happen if everything went like completely wrong. Another timeline, basically. And they could have done it so much better, but it was just so much fucking melodrama and bullshit. And God, I wish it was done better, because that concept alone like could have been so good. Like looking at such a dark timeline rather than one where like things were actually successful.
True.
Like, oh my God.
That does sound interesting.
It could have been so much better.
Okay, this Vivarium. I don't know if you've seen Vivarium. It's got Jesse Eisenberg and I don't know what the other actress.
Imogen Poots.
Imogen Poots, yes. Her last name is just so weird. It's just like, I hate saying it.
Those two were great in The Art of Self-Defense, though.
Oh, true. Yeah, they're both. I didn't even think that they're both in that movie together, too. Yeah.
It was the same year as well, yeah. I fucking love that movie.
Mm-hmm. That's a great movie, that is. Unlike this, which sucked. And the description... It quickly is a young woman and her fiance are in search of the perfect starter home. After following a mysterious real estate agent to a new housing development, the couple finds themselves trapped in a maze of identical houses and forced to raise an otherworldly child. So it's a weird, bizarre, weird movie. I don't know if you've seen Eraserhead, but it felt like what the fucking point of Eraserhead was. It's just, it wasn't good. It was annoying and confusing and pretentious and just like cheesy and cringy. I'll just start naming some off because I actually have a long list. I don't need to read the description to every single one. But Antebellum, I don't know if you saw Antebellum with Janelle Monáe.
Nope.
That had an interesting concept, but it was not that good. It felt like they were just trying.
It was bad.
It was pretty bad, and it felt like they were just trying to make like a Jordan Peele type horror movie. That's totally what it felt like, and it just fell so flat. Pretty much any Rob Zombie movie, they all have cool concepts and aren't really done well. Apollo 18, I don't know if you've seen it, but it's a found footage horror movie set in space. Sounds really cool. Like nobody's done it before. Boring as shit. It's so boring. Like the creepiest thing is like one snapshot image of like a blurry thing in the background. I'm like, really? Oh, this next one we're totally gonna disagree on. Like, I know we are. I need to preface it by saying I only saw it once and I probably wasn't in like a great mindset for it, and I could totally see myself liking it more on rewatch, so I need to rewatch it. But as of now, The Neon Demon.
I didn't know you didn't like that.
Yeah, I gave it a 2 out of 5.
Ooh.
Yeah, I don't know. It just to me, that movie really did feel style over substance, which is a problem I have with like a couple Nicholas Winding Refn movies, like Only God Forgives.
I definitely get that. I like Only God Forgives personally.
Oh, you
but
do?
I'm
I could throw that in this list too, honestly. Like,
I mean, Only God Forgives is one where I completely understand people not liking it.
yeah,
Totally.
that movie is
Neon Demon,
slow.
though, I think that's more accessible.
I would agree. I can't even remember why I didn't like it, so that's why I need to rewatch it. So I will rewatch that. Guns Akimbo, fun concept, fucking annoying execution, honestly.
Can agree with that, yeah.
Yeah, like the idea of a guy like having guns attached to his hands and he's freaking out. Like, it sounds crazy, but it was just done bad. There's this movie called Maggie that came out in 2015 with starring Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Oh, that.
Yeah, the zombie type
I haven't
movie.
seen that.
He's trying to protect his daughter who like got infected. He's trying to protect her from like, I don't know who, from the people trying to get rid of the zombies. I don't remember much about the movie, but it's an interesting take on the zombie genre, I guess, but like I just remember not liking it. And then Scanners, which I mentioned before, super interesting concept, but it has probably the most boring fucking protagonist I've ever seen in a movie. The most stale, uninteresting, boring protagonist. Okay, this last one, which I think is on your watch list. I've always thought it had maybe the coolest concept ever. This is another one I really need to rewatch, but it's called In Time with Justin Timberlake. And
No, I haven't seen that.
but it's on your watch list. I saw it on Letterboxd, so
I don't know why.
but it's got Cillian Murphy. It's got
And it looks like shit.
No, okay, yeah, actually that's obviously why it's on the list. It wasn't done well, but like it's the idea of currency in the future, currency being time, like you literally pay with time. That is fucking genius, I thought.
Yeah, it could be done well.
Yeah. Clearly not. That's why it's on this list I have. So I honestly want to rewatch it because I saw it when I was a kid, basically. So
Thought of one more, Chaos Walking. I don't know if you ever saw that.
oh, I don't know what it's about really, but I saw who's in it.
It's basically just, I mean, it's kind of a dumb concept, but also it could have been done in a cool way, I guess. But it's just like all men have their thoughts like on display.
Oh God, that's my worst nightmare.
Yeah.
Get out of my head.
It's like a planet full of only men, and then like a woman eventually is there.
Uh-huh.
And then it's just sort of really awkward. It's basically just Tom Holland being like, "Oh, I actually like this woman, and she can hear my thoughts," and that's kind of weird. But it's just such a strange movie. But
it sounds
could have
interesting.
been an interesting concept. It's got Mads Mikkelsen in it. He's the best part, obviously.
Nice.
But
Yeah. I'm really glad that's not a reality. People would stay the hell away from me all the time, probably.
I'd be locked the fuck up.
Yeah. So yeah, that was a good question. The next one from Tanya TD21. She asked, "What helps you get organized when you feel unmotivated?"
Nothing.
Nothing.
Whenever I feel unmotivated, I just keep gaming.
See, there you
But
go.
then I eventually get pissed off at the game, and then I'm like, all right, that's it. I'm just gonna sit here and write reviews or something.
Right. Well, what helps you? That's the thing.
I guess getting angry at Apex.
Yeah,
helps
getting
me.
angry at Apex makes you realize like I could just be writing reviews. I don't know. I don't have a specific thing. I just try and plan out like what I need to get done and how I'll feel a lot better once it's done. Like whether it be editing or doing a post or doing whatever. Just think about afterwards how good you'll feel getting it done. Next, here are your questions. You got 4. Wow, you got more than me. She-Hulk, episode 1.
Haven't seen it.
Neither have I. That's from Anton Kino Love. Sorry,
Haven't seen it. I know Keelan's watched the first 2 episodes, and he said that episode 1 was pretty bad, and episode 2 was fucking dreadful.
Oh,
so-
God. I haven't even started Miss Marvel or Hawkeye. Like, I don't care about this.
Watch
Like,
Hawkeye.
I actually would rather watch Hawkeye than any of these.
Just binge it. Straight up, just binge it.
That sounds... Dude, I'm still watching The Boys. I gotta finish Atlanta. I need to finish Euphoria. There's so many shows I've got.
I have so many shows too.
Yeah. So that's the thing. I don't know if I'll ever check out She-Hulk, but I hope people like it.
I'm sure eventually you will.
Yeah.
But
All right, so reviews. He asked, your preferred film aesthetic. What do you think?
I mean, like I said before, I like flawed camera work quite a lot.
True. Yeah.
Like just really handheld type stuff, or like stuff where it looks really grainy sometimes. Like I like it if it fits the movie really well. Like I don't like completely perfect shots all the time.
That's a good point. Yeah. Same here.
But at the same time, I can appreciate some nice, like, looking shots.
Yeah, for sure. I guess you could say this is this is like within the story, basically. I don't know how to describe it, like film aesthetic. What really makes me happy watching a movie is when I just get so sucked in when it's like, it's nighttime and it's a guy driving in a car. Dude, listen, you know, it's my film aesthetic. Just nighttime, moody car driving.
It's not an aesthetic.
Yeah, it is. I think it is, right? It's like a dark, moody vibe, like.
But it's specifically got to be a man in a car at night.
Yes, and now, let me name you some movies. You got obviously Taxi Driver.
I can name like 3 right now.
Name them.
Taxi Driver, Drive, Nightcrawler.
Yes, and Lock. Don't forget Lock.
Lock.
And Wheelman actually goes into that because it all takes place at night and it's all in the car. So there's a handful right there. I fucking love any type of movie with a guy in a car at night. That's a very specific film. And I say it's an aesthetic. I think that's an aesthetic. Okay, yeah. So yeah.
I mean, yeah, you're not wrong. But...
Because, like, to me, that's so, like, that's, like, my happy place, my relaxing place. If I'm, like, at night driving in my car where it's just me. I don't know why. Yeah, it's really weird. Good. Yeah, anyway. Okay, moving on to also from Alright So Reviews. He asked, most visually interesting director working today.
Gaspar Noé.
Yeah, true. You could say Nicholas Winding Refn.
Those are just the 2 defaults. Really.
I mean, for style, like, they have such a distinct style, yeah.
Yeah, their style is really great.
If I actually liked Wes Anderson's style, then I would say him, but since I don't, then... Sorry, but it's hard, yeah, to think of one like that really. I guess Robert Eggers, I think he has a really distinct visual style. Like, I would say Robert Eggers.
I think David Fincher has a really
he totally does.
Films. He has so many interesting shots.
Yeah, not only that, but just the color palette of all his movies, they're so, like, kind of dark and, like, greenish, like, you know, the look.
Oh, he has, like, a thing for yellow and blue.
Oh, for yellow and blue.
Yeah, I don't know if you've ever noticed, but, like, whenever he tries to get, like, props or costume designs in there or whatever, like, he specifically goes for yellow and blue shit. A lot of the lighting is similar to yellow or blue.
I guess that's smart. Yeah, I mean, he has his style down.
Literally, like, in the office scenes in Zodiac or whatever, like, the pillars in the building are all yellow and blue.
Oh, really?
A bunch of, like, outfits that are all just yellow and blue. Yeah.
Wow.
He just goes all out. Obviously not in things like Mank, but, you know.
No. No, he can't really do it with black and white. No. All right, and the last question. Which celebrity names did you used to pronounce wrong? Right, that's from Ardor Film. The only one off the bat I could think of, and this is not necessarily me specifically, but everybody pronounces their name wrong apparently, but Brendan Fraser? Remember, like, he would, apparently everyone pronounced Brendan Fraser, but it's like Brendan Fraser.
Is it?
Yeah. I think there's even videos of him, like, correcting people, like, it's Fraser.
I can't think of anyone, really. I'm sure there are plenty of, like, actor names that, you know, foreign actor names that we pronounce really wrong, but that's a given.
True. Yeah, probably. Oh, who was the actress from X that I kept pronouncing the name wrong over and over?
Oh, Jenny Ortega.
Jenny Ortega. I kept saying Jenna Ortega,
that one's
right?
so easy, though.
Yeah,
it's just Jenna.
I don't know why I kept saying her, and also I always say Kristen Stewart when it's Kirsten Stewart. I always say that. Wait, let me check. I don't even know right now as I'm saying it. Let me look it up.
I think it's Kristen.
Oh, it is Kristen. I would always say Kirsten Stewart, not Kristen Stewart, because I get her mixed up with, what's her name, Kirsten Dunst.
Yeah.
I always get those two mixed up, so I say Kirsten for both. But those are the main ones for me, that is. Well, that is the last of the questions. This was a long episode. It's weird to think that, yeah, by the time people are listening to this, I mean, we will have met up. I still haven't processed.
I need it, because Australia is just pissing me off right now. I've had enough of this fucking place.
Yeah.
I need a holiday.
Well, even though this isn't the most exciting getaway, South Dakota, at least you'll be hanging out with people.
It's only exciting if we make it exciting.
Exactly, yeah. It doesn't matter where we are, we just have to, it's the people, not the place. That is that. So, as always, you can find me on Instagram, Letterboxd, Music Board, Goodreads, freaking Serialized, all of that stuff under the name Views by Quinn. There is the link tree to all of those links in the description of the episode. So I would appreciate it if you check it out.
And you can find me at Movies Music Me on pretty much everything. There are different variants of it, but it's all in the link tree. You got my Instagram, YouTube, Serialized, Music Board, Letterboxd, Twitter if you want, Spotify. I don't fucking know. Yeah.
Yeah.
And speaking of Spotify, if you wouldn't mind rating us on Spotify, we would
yes.
very much appreciate it.
Please.
We would very much appreciate it.
Yes.
We're sitting at a 5-star and we love it.
Yeah, well, like I said, let's not say it too much, because then some asshole will be like, not anymore. But please.
It's gonna happen eventually.
It will, but please, 5 stars really quick, and then just forget that you did it. And also, I guess, also our Instagram page, Yeah podcast, where you can be updated on our new episodes.
We're only going to be posting to that now, like in terms of the actual episodes. So, like, if you want to know when they come out, follow that.
Yes, please.
But we'll also be posting on our stories anyway. So, if you follow us on our main accounts, then you'll know.
Yeah, and feel free to send us questions or anything on any of those accounts for the next episode. But yeah, that is about it, I think. So the next episode is going to be me and Liam in person, recording in person. It's going to be fucking crazy. That'll be episode 16. It's not like a completely, it's not like episode 20 or 10. It should be some like big, episode 20. I guess whatever. What can you do? Episode 16. Look forward to that.
We could just name it 20.
Name episode 16, episode 20. That's sounds way too complicated. All right. Well, that's that. This episode's going on long enough, so that's
Peace
it.
out,
So
bitches.
yeah, peace out, bitches. And then next time we'll peace out, bitches, in person. So yeah.
Yeah, we can both shout it.
See ya. Blimey, this is a good lemonade.
No.